How you doing? This is Richard Karn. And this one goes out to Dusty the Cockatoo and his two sidekicks, Ben and Billy. You guys are playing the feud? Well, guess what? Survey says Dusty is a pretty bird. Y'all take care.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get it. Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on you, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 567. And joining us tonight, we got Steve and Kyle from the Non Sequitur Show. Welcome back to the show, guys. Great to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
567, that's an accomplishment.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh, my God.
It's a lot.
It's like, it's more than half a decade.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. So I think we need to fill everyone in on what's going on right now so that, you know, before we get into anything else, Steve is about to be stoned as fuck within 1 hour from now.
You're throwing me under the bus.
Counting down. I don't know what happened between last night and tonight, but we left everything fairly normal last night. And then tonight we get into the Skype call and Steve has edibles and cough syrup and threatening to do both. So between last night and tonight, some midlife crisis happened.
Oh,
It's
my
gonna
mom
be
better
fun
not
to
watch
watch,
this.
nonetheless.
Did you go out and buy a Trans Am too?
That would totally awesome, actually. I like Trans Am.
Yeah.
Get a members only jacket, Steve? You can tell us.
Well, I hope I got the doses right, so we'll see here in an hour.
I hope
but
you
I'm
did.
not responsible for anything. I'm going to blame Kyle for anything that goes
I hope
wrong.
you didn't.
Did some 19-year-old girl from Kentucky show up at your doorstep last night?
Actually,
No,
claiming
he's,
to be your
he's
daughter?
not Von
19-year-old
Helton.
girl.
Claiming to be his daughter.
Oh.
Oh,
That would send me into a spiral.
Oh,
stop talking, Steve. Stop
Yeah, I'm
talking.
done. I'm done.
Yeah. So what have you guys been up to? It's been a while since you've been on.
Yeah, it's been a couple. Well, we went through a controversy about platforming. We were
Hold on. Weren't you guys arguing with the one person that blocked everybody?
Yes.
Like I got blocked
Yes,
by
we
them.
were-
I didn't know who they were.
We were actually the cause of that blockchain.
Explain this to me then. Okay, so this is the Godless Iowan was their original name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, some block.
We had quite a few people on that they didn't approve of, and instead of saying something to us, they decided to block us. But not only block us, they blocked anyone that had any sort of relation to us. So if you were either followed by me or you followed us, then you were blocked. And that was like thousands of people. So it was quite, we're Nazis apparently.
The dude blocked my mom, and my mom doesn't even have the internet.
Didn't they change their entire Twitter handle and everything? Like after the Steve Shives blockbot thing kind of ended, then they just changed everything, right?
Yeah, they killed. They had a channel that was like they had 3,000 plus subscribers. They killed that channel, started a brand new channel. The person they were actually feuding with, the other person they were feuding with, their name's Anti-Ordinary. Anti-Ordinary took the Godless Iowan's original Twitter handle and was then tweeting out as the Godless Iowan. So it was just it was a mess, and apparently Steve and I are Nazis. So we've just been laughing it up about the Third Reich since last we were here.
Good old Third Reich chuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every laughs with the Third
And
Reich.
Steve's Jewish. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, I literally am.
Steve's
My mom's Jewish.
Yeah. Your mom being Jewish makes you more Jewish than Jewish, you know?
Right.
Well, it makes you actual Jewish,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I can like become a citizzen of like Israel or something.
Yeah.
You should do that.
I should do that. I like Israel.
Israeli
Tonight.
women
Hi.
are some of the most
I get
beautiful
hi.
women.
Oh
the
my
world.
God. With their weapons and everything and their military
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, you know what? Billy has a crush on Natalie Portman.
Yes.
So he's
One day she will be mine.
he's into the Jewish ladies
Yeah.
for sure.
Billy, how much weight have you lost?
A
You look
lot.
thinner every time I see you.
Yeah, somewhere. I look kind of bloated right now, to be honest. But yeah, I'm down like 250 pounds.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
So
Billy, you're not
more
a
than
Gal
my
Gadot
entire
guy?
body weight.
what was that, Steve?
You're not a Gail Gadot kind of guy?
She's beautiful, but Natalie Portman is more my
Beautiful
speed.
butt. Oh, there's a butt there.
Natalie, there's definitely a butt there. There's a couple of butts there in Israel. Big booty Judy, big booty Judy. But I just prefer Natalie Portman. I think she's a cute little girl. She's highly intelligent. Gal Gadot is Gadot, whatever you want to call it. She's I'm sure she's intelligent as well. But Natalie
Good
Portman,
Wonder Woman.
Natalie Portman's like documented little genius. I need someone to solve my problems.
She's like 37 now. She's not like she's a,
I have a crush on Cersei
well.
from Game of Thrones. I'm gay, and I would go straight for
Cersei?
Lena in a
Yeah.
heartbeat. Yes,
Which one's that one? I don't.
She's
I don't watch
the blonde mean
watch it
queen.
either.
The
Oh,
blonde
blonde,
mean
the cute
queen.
Queen.
Yeah.
Gosh, she's so hot. So hot.
Oh, I've got one of these for you really quick, Billy. We'll play this.
Hi, Billy.
Hi.
If the whole like eternal sunshine of the spotless mind thing actually existed and they could like surgically erase shit from your memory, I would
all too much.
Agreed.
I would fuck guys.
What was that in response to?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we must have got sunshine.
We watched something really bad. And
We-
I
we
was
got-
like, I need that erased from my brain forever.
And I don't remember it, so it worked. Fuck yeah.
Yes. It's
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Look at Pimp Bunk's face.
I wanted to take a minute to thank everybody who became new patrons recently. That was awesome. Just to remind everyone, we didn't play the intro card and the outro card yet. We're giving everyone a week to get their declined pledges through before we make those. So just make sure you get your pledges in so you can get put up there. And right now, we're really close to our goal for the bonus show, which it's kind of weird because there's two of them on the screen right now. So yeah, you can see. I'm not too worried. We've been way further behind than this on a Saturday and still made it.
I'm 45%.
That's the only reason we
sure.
do Saturday shows. Like once a week, we try to get to this goal and we always get it every time. We got a streak going.
May the 4th. Wait, is that Yoda?
Is that Yoda? May the 4th be with you. It's Star Wars Day, guys.
Yeah.
Happy Star Wars Day,
It was
guys.
funny the first time I heard it years ago, and now it's like, okay.
It's really funny now.
Yeah,
It's really funny now. It got funnier over time.
it's even funnier.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I got one of these. Oh? Yeah, check this out. This is crazy.
What the fuck is Thanos? I keep seeing this in the comments say Oppressor looks like Thanos. Well, what the fuck is it? What is it? The fucking movie star or something? I don't fucking know. Oh, Oppressor looks like fucking Thanos. Oh, he looks like Thanos, a fucking beast. What the fuck is Thanos? I'd like to fucking know. Hey, remember the opening scene of Urban Cowboy? That skinny arm fucking nerd is going to fucking Houston. He puts a dip and chew in. He don't even know how to fucking chew tobacco properly.
It's like Jason.
But I'd like to know what the fuck Thanos is, motherfucker. The fuck is it? Thanos. Is it good? Is it a beast? I think I searched it up. I think Josh Brolin was Thanos. And I've been told I look like Josh Brolin. Yeah, I look identical.
Something like you look like a Thanos with an open anus.
Please say that he's real. I hope he's real.
I have another video that I was going to play before we decide where it's after he finds out who Thanos is.
I feel like this guy got hit like really hard when he was a little kid.
That's what you say about the weird dancing guy too.
I think
Buff
he got hit
Cornell.
really hard after he was a kid though. Like he has like some brain damage. This guy got hit when he was like in his developmental stage.
So Josh Brolin must be a beast. No Country for Old Men, Llewellyn. Or no, that wasn't Llewellyn. That was
Troll.
Was it Llewellyn?
I don't think it's Troll.
I forget.
What?
This is the kind of guy that farts in the bathtub and tries to eat the bubbles.
Yeah. A mesophonique.
Dude, ugh, underwater farts are the worst ever, man.
What are you over there sniffing underwater farts?
No, I'm saying like if you're in the bathtub and you fart in the bathtub, man, that shit is the worst.
It's because it has like a foot and a half closer to you before it hits the air, so it's like a
You ain't
vacuum
gotta
seal.
come looking for me. I'm gonna make you. I decided to make you a special project of mine. You don't have to do it. I got a ATM card with $10,000 in it.
All right, I'm gonna show you the other one. This is after he finds out who Thanos is.
He's straight out of
I gotta say, with my newfound Thanos, whatever, Thanos, I call him Thanos or Thanos, whatever, I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
But with my newfound Thanos, or whatever, me looking like him, and I always thought that I'd look like some kind of fucking action figure. I always thought that. I'm going to be honest with you, too. If you notice, I've had this thing like this for years. So they copied the Thanos character from my looks. Someone was making movies, and they said, I want a motherfucker super.
Pretty sure the Thanos character has been around since the 60s or 70s. Can't remember one of those two decades.
Superhero. They said, this guy on YouTube looks like a fucking superhero. So they copied my fucking rugged good looks, and they made Thanos. That's what they did.
And later the cable guy had a kid.
Yeah.
Troll. That's my vote.
There's a slight resemblance.
I'm gonna say he's real.
No, I think it's real. Yeah, that's
He's got to be real.
Yeah.
I think he's real, but
Are
he's
you
obviously
shitting
he's
me?
obviously acting, a little more. He's acting up his realism. I don't believe he's like. Where's the area of troll here? That he's just.
Someone just left a super chat saying that that this guy was trolling
Dark Side Phil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be a little over the top, and he might be kind of kidding around. But I mean, there's
All
a
right.
serious side to be had. too. He's just
Democracy
kinda
fails us once again.
Do we think that this guy is really this much of an asshole all the time?
Yes.
No, I think he turns it up when the camera's on, but I think he is still an asshole all the fucking time, just not this much.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him a troll.
What's he go by? What's his name? Like, what does he call himself?
Gay Thanos.
Appropriate.
Yeah, I don't even know.
know.
I don't even know what the name of his channel is.
Could you imagine a gay Thanos? He's just fisting you with the fucking Infinity Gauntlet.
That's terrible. Why would
Maybe.
I want that?
I don't know. Feels good, man.
Yeah, we're at 81% of the goal already, and we're just
Hell
this
yeah.
far into the show. This is great.
Steve hasn't even felt the effects of the edible yet.
No,
Oh, it's coming, Steve.
Oh,
Steve,
man.
you're at.
I'm watching the clock.
That's
Okay.
why we
22
do.
minutes.
That's why we do crazy people and cringe raps for the second half of the show. You know.
Steve, you can cringe rap.
No, I can't. No, I can't. Dude, I have no rapping skills. Like,
can do it.
None. Zero.
That doesn't stop
be-
most people from rapping.
Yeah. Look at G-Man.
I can have Billy do a surrogate rap, though. I mean,
I don't even like rapping. That's how much. I'm okay at it, and I hate fucking doing it. I cringe thinking of doing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's interesting to think about.
22 minutes, Steve.
Uh-oh.
It got me so humiliated.
It's man!
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
Andrew Yang was in Seattle yesterday.
Oh yeah?
I went down and saw him.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There was like 3,000 people there to support him. That's pretty good.
I don't have any actual articles or videos for this, but I do want to say that about an hour ago, for the first time ever in the history of the Kentucky Derby, the horse that actually finished first didn't win because they got disqualified for an illegal tactic during the race itself. And the second place horse became the winner because of that.
Crazy.
What was the tactic?
I don't know. It was some kind of, well, I I heard them talking about it, but I was setting up the show when it was happening. I was waiting for the hockey game to come on instead.
I think they pulled off the Clydesdale reach around, which has been banned since 1772.
It was some kind of safety violation, you know. It was some kind of safety violation where they were, I think, trying to bump the other horse or something.
Clydesdale reach around.
It's the old Clydesdale reach around. 100%.
All right, so there's a famous YouTuber. I didn't know who he was until I heard about this. Austin Jones. I guess he solicited like nudes and other type of pornographic videos
From minors?
He was aware that they were minors, and I guess he asked them to like talk about it in the videos. Even
what?
Yeah. Here it is.
Mike, federal prosecutors wanted 11 years in prison. The defense attorney here said 5 would be
Holy
appropriate.
shit.
The judge splitting the difference, sentencing him to 10 years behind bars. Like you
Is
said,
that splitting
very
the
emotional
difference?
day in court today.
That's not
2 of his.
No.
Higher math skills.
That math's off.
They wanted 11. So the prosecutors wanted 11. The defense wanted 5. Split the difference 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teenage
there.
girl
What state was
victims.
this in?
They were
Arkansas?
in court with their
Yeah.
parents. They spoke
It
out.
was in Illinois.
Talking about how this had affected their life. Today, though, prosecutors saying he physically may not have been with these young girls.
He still has the fucking Justin Bieber haircut that Justin Bieber had like 12 years ago.
He's a YouTuber that appeals to underage girls, right? That's his whole gimmick, is to appeal to 13-year-olds. So the Bieber haircut works because they're not old enough to realize that that's a fucking douchebag walking around.
Oh, they were girls?
Oh, I think he's
Yeah.
the girls.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, because he just screams twink to me.
Oh, yeah. Did you, this is kind of an aside. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but were you surprised that the Vigilant Christian had gay thoughts? He admitted
no.
to it.
Not at all.
Yep.
Usually, the people who are screaming the loudest against it, it didn't surprise me at all. I saw the pictures though. I would probably pray to Jesus for a couple nights with the Vigilant Christian.
Play some really cringy rap for Billy.
Oh, that's going to happen. That's going to happen. You will not. Don't worry. You will not miss a thing. And by the way, Beef Swellington, you almost won the associate producer role, but PT Ham just kind of came.
He went ham.
Yeah.
Ham versus beef, dude.
So that'll be in our beginning card
Pig
starting
versus
next week
cow.
too. But yeah. You know what? That's what we should do. We should be like, Mario, come on, dude. Just hook up with Kyle. Leave this bullshit
Honestly,
Christian therapist shit that you're doing.
If you'd bang Mario, like, let's try and make that happen.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like that could be the best thing for Mario. Fuck
Yeah,
this
that's what I'm saying.
rehabilitation.
Certainly
I'm totally
was
down.
Yeah.
Whatever we have to
Night
do to
in their bedrooms.
to save Mario.
Yeah, save that boy.
YouTube sensation
Oh,
Austin
who the
Jones
fuck
will
are
head to
these other
prison,
dudes flanking him?
after he has
Who are the
pleaded guilty to receiving child pornography. Prosecutors say from
child
2016
porn
to
squad
2017,
child porn
is the,
squad.
is
celebrity
the
status.
worst assemble of fucking super zeros since the pedophile Avengers. This is fucking terrible. I fucking hate these whole
teenage
group of people.
girls who are fans of him. He had them send
Look at that smug
pornographic
drawing.
videos
The
and
smug
photos.
is so smug.
Was he at VidCon
Probably
last year?
Probably. I don't
know anything about him. Like, you know more about the really popular ones than I do. Like,
Well, he's not that popular. But
Really?
I don't know. Like the thing about YouTube, the thing about VidCon, it shows YouTube how YouTube works. There will be 60,000 people at VidCon, 30,000 people at VidCon, and then out of nowhere there will be a group of like 100 kids screaming for some dude that nobody knows, and that'll happen like 150 times at VidCon.
Well,
there's so many.
I saw that.
So many people that nobody fucking knows that are micro popular. And like if you go to a concert with 30,000 people, they're only screaming for Kesha or Lady Gaga or whoever the fuck is there, you know? You know? They only scream for those people. But at VidCon, they scream for so many fucking people. He's just one of those people. One of those fucking drone lookalike knockoff clone fucking assholes trying to get your views, trying to get your daughters. I guess now this is. You always hear about the YouTubers that have like the pedophile, like the Minecraft YouTubers that have been called out and all these.
Oh, I don't know anything about that because I've never played Minecraft in my life.
Yeah. There's just so many different like weirdos in YouTube, and when this happens, I'm not surprised. I hope he serves all 10 fucking years and all the girls that he fucked with, move on.
He is from Bloomingdale, Illinois. He used Facebook Messenger to make these little girls touch themselves and dance for him, saying things like, prove you're my biggest fan.
Did he not know that like this would come out? Like he's a YouTuber. If he's soliciting pictures from underage, I mean, did he not think that would
care?
He probably doesn't care.
Think they're untouchable or something, especially when they're that young and they have some kind of fame, they just don't think about that kind of stuff. Probably
that's dumb. And
probably a sociopath.
He's an idiot.
Yeah,
I mean, look at this.
Prosecutors say
you don't have to be intelligent to be successful at YouTube.
Ages in these videos.
That's true. Look at the haircut. He probably got 9 years for the haircut alone.
They just said he was like obsessed with making them talk about their age in the video.
Him saying
things
really
like,
prove you're my biggest fan. Prosecutors say he was obsessed with making the girls talk about their ages in these videos. In every single instance, he asked the girls to repeat how old they were, 14 or 15 years old. He told them,
will you send these to the cops too while you're at it?
Yeah.
Like what?
Blind see them.
How dumb are people these days? Like that is a fucking idiot. He didn't even try to hide it.
And to all the fucking idiots in the chat that say Billy's only mad at this guy because he's not his friend. Because he's like
Onision? Is that what they're saying?
Is he like Onision? If you can prove this shit about Onision, fucking do it. Put him in jail. But don't fucking say that this guy's the same as Onision. It's not the same. It's not. If you think it is, then you're part of the fucking problem too. Onision, not a perfect fucking dude. But he's not over here soliciting videos of 14-year-old girls. He's dating 17-year-old girls. But that's not illegal.
Wasn't he asking them to post like pictures on his?
He was asking adults to post pictures, and like a 14-year-old girl did it.
$15 Patreon. Thank you, Michael.
And it wasn't like a sexual picture or anything. It was just.
Did he have them like write his name on them too and stuff?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
And they were trying out for modeling opportunities, or he could get them more Instagram followers. 2 of the girls spoke today. They tearfully.
So he was like, "Hey, give me some nudes. I'll help you get more Instagram followers."
Oh.
God. What?
Not creepy at all, is it?
Explained to the judge they have been through hell. Both say they have struggled.
He looks like Jeffrey Dahmer right here.
Look at that. He looks like Pennywise without the makeup.
Oh my God.
Gacy?
Suicidal thoughts. They say Jones preyed
No, that was Pogo the clown, right?
on their low self-esteem.
They're going to love him in prison.
Yeah, he's going to
get thick flesh.
There's going to be a big motherfucker petting his orangutan hair.
Saying this is a parent's worst nightmare. They called Jones a predator with fame.
Keep telling me how old you are.
Oh man, this is the type of hair that deserves capital punishment. I don't know.
He's going to be well taken care of in prison.
Yeah.
Some of these daughters were actually taken by their parents to see his concerts.
Like Trump hair.
They talked about meeting him like he was Elvis. Prosecutors say he never touched.
Like he was Elvis? What? Oh, fuck. We're going back to the middle of the last century. Like, yeah, it was like that.
Well,
like
I mean,
this is Elvis.
This is the news, right? Like the news appeals to people who would know Elvis.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
They could say like he was
people in
Kurt
nursing
Cobain,
homes,
and they'd be like, "Oh, he shoots himself in the face." Is that
these
it?
girls, and he deleted the videos they sent him right away and never sent them to anyone else. Today, Jones did address the court.
I'm surprised it was girls.
To his victim, saying he was deeply sorry. He is disgusted with himself. Today, the judge said this is a horrific crime with long-lasting harm to these teenage girls. The judge acknowledged that Jones has suffered significant trauma as a child. He was molested by his father, then his sister died of cancer.
There's where you were picking up on.
Destroyed by a fire, but the judge said today he should have known better. He certainly should have known how much he was hurting these girls. Now, Jones he sobbed through portions of the victim's testimony today. He will have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life when he is released from prison.
That's what registering's for sex offenders.
Supervised for the
because he's a sex offender.
Today, though, he did not.
I hope not.
Go to
Does
prison.
Lion
He's
Maker
going
still have a
home.
channel?
Monday, there is another hearing scheduled here in federal court. The judge wanted to hear from his doctors about his psychological state, and then he will decide when Jones should report to prison. We are
I'm
live
going to
at
say
federal
his
courthouse
psychological
tonight.
state
Megan Dwyer,
isn't good. He
WGN
was
News.
molested by his father. His sister died of cancer, and he was having underage girls repeat their age in videos to him. I'm not a psychologist, but I'm going to bet it's not too peachy up there.
He has to have some sort of celebrity derangement syndrome as well for his YouTube success at such a young age.
Probably.
Like I had just enough YouTube success where I can get away with a whole lot of shit, right? A whole lot. Like, I'll walk in a room, I could take a dump in the middle of the room and be like, it was a joke for YouTube. And I can get away with it because I have like derangement.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
That's how you know you've made it.
Everyone, if you're watching right now, hit the like button. There's 560 of you right now. Hit the like button. Let's get it up.
Ralph and Raggy.
I mean, we already have over 100, which is great. We don't normally have that.
Thick.
We're not
46 minutes, Steve.
Yep. Steve will be feeling it soon.
Not quite yet.
Here's another crazy one. This is fucking this is even worse. This is way worse, actually. Check this out.
A teacher with HIV accused of taking a student out of class and molesting him.
Oh my god.
Yeah. How can you get worse than that? How the fuck can you get worse than that? How can you get worse than that?
That's literally the worst fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
No!
We should do this segment during the news. How get worse than that segment?
Listen. Here, one more
not
time.
ready for that.
A teacher with HIV accused of taking a student out of class and molesting him.
Holy fucking what? I don't even. What do you say to that? Honestly, what the fuck do you say to
I-Team
that?
has been looking into that allegation.
It gets worse. It gets even worse. Believe it or not, it literally gets worse.
What the?
I'll just tell you how it gets worse.
I mean,
the teacher went to prison, and from prison, he was trying to orchestrate an assassination against this kid that he molested and his family.
And now, after 3 years, that teacher is charged with not only assaulting the student, but trying to have him killed. Investigative reporter PJ Rendawa was
Jesus
in court
fucking
today
Christ.
as the teacher and his accomplice made a rare appearance.
Well, that teacher, Deontay Taylor, and his accomplice and lover, Michael Johnson, were in court today. Both of them have pled not guilty to a variety of very serious charges they're both facing. Police say
That's very serious. The worst charges.
while Taylor was working as a teacher's aide at Lusher Elementary in 2015, he molested one of his students, a 7-year-old boy.
It was an elementary school kid?
7-year-old boy.
7-year-old boy.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
One of his students.
You can't get more disgusting than this. I don't think.
This guy
Ben.
will get taken care of in prison. I guarantee you that. Once they hear about that shit, he'll be taken care of in prison.
Boy. Charges were not filed, and Taylor went on to get other teaching jobs, finally landing in the Ferguson-Florissant School District. Were there any red flags when you checked out his background before he was hired?
Mr. Taylor went through the same process that all of our teaching candidates go through. Everyone goes through a criminal background check, a sexual abuse registry background check, and there was nothing that showed up on that.
Taylor was arrested in November of 2018.
Fucking
after
bow
his
tie. Why is he
DNA was
wearing a
found-
bow tie? I don't want to wear bow ties anymore, Ben.
I never trusted anybody that wears bow ties.
I'm back to team fucking necktie or whatever. What is long tie? What do they call those?
I don't know what to. I don't know the official
to be
name.
a match to samples
You could get a
found
bolo
on his
tie.
former student.
I don't
But
know.
months
Kinda
later, while
Western.
behind bars awaiting trial, police say Taylor and his boyfriend, Michael Johnson, tried to hire a hitman to kill the child and his family. The I-Team also uncovered during that time, Taylor was still being paid by the Ferguson-Florissant School District.
Oh my God.
He was in jail getting paid?
Who needs
This
to
is wor-
Who needs
this
to
is
lose their
almost
job?
Worse, and it keeps getting worse, Kyle. Don't ask anymore how it can get much worse.
Who needs to lose their job over this shit? Like how many people should have caught all of these mistakes? I don't know.
there should be so many heads that roll over this. And has he been put on? Has he been tried yet? Has he been?
Yeah, I don't know. They said he's been in prison since November. So
I wonder what his sentence was, because I'll tell you one thing: if I was the judge in this case, he would never get out ever.
Yeah, to kill a 7-year-old kid and his family that he molested. I honestly, I don't even care if there's no capital punishment. We should be able to put fucking commissary bounties on people like this.
Agreed. 100%.
So he was behind bars.
This is the reason why the purge is a good idea.
Accused of molesting the student, and he's still getting a paycheck from the district.
He had an opportunity to have due process.
That's as bad as
when
the
those
Catholic
initial
Church
charges were
when
filed.
that grand jury report came out, where they're still getting paid by the Catholic Church to be moved. All of their moving fees are paid.
Oh, yeah.
They still get their salary.
This guy's talking about due process here. If the guy's behind bars, I think a suspension without pay is okay if he's locked up. I mean, we gotta go through due process when the motherfucker's locked up. So why are you paying him when he's in jail?
I think this might be his attorney right here.
When the subsequent charges were filed, it became clear that he was not going to be returning, and at that time he was terminated.
Taylor is facing felony sodomy charges, while he and his accomplice face conspiracy to commit murder and witness tampering
felony
charges.
sodomy. Why
for
not?
the 7-year-old, right?
Why? Yeah. Why not?
Yes, anonymous
rape?
$10 patron. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, isn't sodomy charges, isn't that equivalent of rape, or is that?
I don't know. Is it?
I assume if it's on a minor, then everything on a minor is rape.
It's automatically.
Yeah.
That was Jennifer Robbins.
Hooray.
$10 patron. Thanks for coming back.
I don't even know how you're supposed to react to that. That's literally the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. It's not the worst thing I've heard, but
I get out of the shower feeling clean and refreshed, and I hear this shit.
Yeah. Now you want to shower for a whole fucking week.
Yeah, go back in for a while.
Billy, what in the fuck have you heard that's worse than that?
When it's like parents, family that you're supposed to trust, that type of thing, I feel like is worse than a fucking teacher's aide.
A teacher's aide with AIDS.
Like when your dad does it to you your entire fucking life, and your mom tells you that, to shut up because you don't want the family to look down upon you.
I can see that.
Like that type of shit to me is a little worse than this. There's a lot of things that are worse than this in this world, but that doesn't make this any less worse, right? There's a tipping point you get to where you deserve the ultimate punishment. And nobody's really gonna fucking give it to you, because we live in a society where we you had to go through due process. And I guess you do.
Yeah, I guess dude. I'm not gonna say throw away due process.
I'm saying though, but like this motherfucker is able to put a hit out. It's like there's somewhere along the lines it's not efficient. And we need to find an efficiency. And maybe technology will give that to us one day, and people won't be able to hide behind due process because we will have a more efficient process. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I hope that there is an invention.
We don't know enough details, but there could have been some oversight. I mean, think about what happened at Penn State University. Heads rolled. Like Jerry the Jerry Sandusky shit. So many people got fired.
Joe Pa knew about that shit.
I mean, not completely
enough. He let it happen.
They say he knew enough.
He let it slide. Everybody let it slide. The Catholic Church let it slide. There's people in fucking Hollywood who let that shit slide. It's not a conservative thing. It's not a liberal thing. Everybody has a sect where they get away with some fucked up shit, and they turn the cheek because kids are weak and people in power can fucking do what they want because they're protected, because they make other people money. And when that house of cards fall, people fall beneath them all the way fucking down. Nobody wants to lose their paycheck, even though they let a little kid's innocence get fucking stolen.
Deontay's alleged victim is now 10 years old. He and his family have started up a GoFundMe page to cover some of the many expenses they say they've had over these difficult last 3 years. To visit that GoFundMe page, go to our website at ksdk.com and just look for this story. In Clayton, PJ Randhawa, 5 on your side.
What was that?
Have something you want the I-team
I will be donating to that once we get finished here. Like that kid deserves so much.
It's really messed up. It's not only messed up, like the molestation is really messed up, but then there's the like HIV thing, and then there's also the attempted murder thing. It's just like, whoa.
Hiring a hit on the kid and his fucking family.
Kid had a risk of like did the kid get infected?
I don't think they mentioned that.
I don't know if they would mention
I don't think that'd be. I think it'd be legal. You don't want to mention certain like that. You know.
That's why they didn't mention.
It would be an aggravating circumstance, I think, in his case.
I mean, that might be in the case, but you might not want to bring that out. I mean, you can assume that the kid...
Moving on, because this is, it's, I couldn't believe it when I watched it earlier. So, looks like the North Korea thing isn't going so well. You know the reason why Razorfist claims he actually won the debate against Kyle Kalinske? That kind of shit.
When you're grasping at straws.
Yeah.
Well, on to another story that we're tracking for you today, this having to do with North Korea, as that country appears to have lashed out over failed diplomatic talks with the United States. The regime has reportedly launched short-range weapons off its eastern coast. Some are calling that move a provocation, but as Sasha Petrusik tells us, the U.S. so far is responding with caution.
It's not clear exactly what North Korea launched this morning. South Korea's military originally called it a barrage of short-range missiles, maybe new ones, maybe older models. And maybe, it later said, some other kind of projectiles, perhaps shot from a rocket launcher. Whatever they were, they flew up to 200 kilometers east and splashed into the Sea of Japan, looking much like North Korea's previous missile tests, last launched in 2016.
Yeah, because, I mean, wasn't that the whole reason Trump went there, was to stop all this ballistic missile testing?
Yeah.
I mean, they said these were short range. Yeah. I like him. He's not Rocket Man. I was just joking.
I was just wrong.
No collusion.
17. It certainly got the attention of Washington and its allies, exactly as it was probably designed. Pyongyang's rhetoric has been growing steadily sharper since North Korean leader Kim Jong Un and U.S. President Donald Trump broke off talks, Trump refusing to roll back economic sanctions on the...
Yeah.
They had no intentions of rolling back their programs. All this is it's a charade, I think, between the two countries. He needs to look like he's given a little bit so that the government has a reason to continue talks and provide aid to North Korea. And there was never any give in him. He's not going to let that go. That's the only thing that he's got to barter with. If he lets that go, then he can just be pushed around by any of the other countries. It's the only thing that he's got in his wheelhouse because there's just nothing left in that country. So, I mean, he's not going to give that up.
And I think that, judging Trump based on this is kind of rough because it's a volatile situation either way. Trump's got to go slow.
I'm not judging Trump, but that was something he touted quite a bit.
Well, he touts every fucking thing, right? Like, if this is going to work, it might not work overnight.
I mean, when this happened, there were
away.
tons of people saying, don't hold your breath. It doesn't...
Well, yeah, don't hold your breath, but it's still like, if it does get somewhere in time, then good for Trump. If it doesn't get somewhere in time, I guess he tried. It's probably more than he's going to do not trying. I don't...
So he needs to appoint Dennis Rodman as the ambassador to North Korea.
True.
Kim refusing to dismantle his nuclear missile program. The White House says it is monitoring this situation. South Korea urges the North to stop raising military tensions on the peninsula. But both countries are signaling that their response to the launches will be a cautious one. Seoul and
Washington. I don't think he's dumb. I don't think he's dumb in the sense that he's not going to try to start any sort of war by shooting missiles at other countries because he knows that he would be annihilated off the map if he did that. He's just trying to he's pitching a fit so that people notice him again, and it'll start these talks all over again. Then he can sort of position himself to get what he wants, and the whole cycle. His father did this, and his father did this. It's just a cycle. It's cyclical.
He's just feeling a little lonely, so he's sending out sliding out that ballistical DM. He wants Trump to send one back. Those ballistical dick pics right there.
They don't even. The funny thing is, they don't even know what it was. Like, no one knows what he was shooting off.
Is this their way of flirting with each other, Trump and Kim?
I think that they're
Maybe
about
like
to go.
geopolitical flirting.
They're about to go have like a massive orgy after this.
Oh, can you think of anything worse than those two?
Yeah.
All
right, so before we move on, few things I wanted to mention. We have a video down in the description. It's labeled Swagta's video. It's a video clip from Underhaven. You guys should check that out. Go check it out. Like the video. Also, link in the description to download the Brave browser. Please do that. It supports the show. All you got to do is download the browser, use it to watch our show. While you do that, you will accumulate basic attention tokens like you see here. I don't have that many, but some people have like 30, 40, 50 of them, I've been told. Tomorrow on the 5th, everyone who has them will get paid out. And then at that point, once you're paid out, all you have to do is go to any one of our videos. Anyone. So like I'm at ours now. You just go to the triangle up at the top. It'll show that you have bats, and you go to send a tip, and you can send a tip right here. Just like that. Looks like 10 bats are worth $3.70 right now.
Yeah.
It kind of shows the little conversion. So one bat is 37 cents right now.
So check in tomorrow. Come to the
tomorrow.
Come to the
If you're
channel, watch a vid, ship it.
Yeah, if you're watching this after the fact, if you're not watching this live and it's already May 5th, send us your bats. Dude, it's my birthday in 3 days. 3 days, I'll be 38 years old.
Shit. Damn, you're getting up there. You're still young.
Man.
You're still a kid. I got underwear older than you. But
Speaking of getting up there, Steve, you're at the hour mark.
You know what? Not feeling anything. Like
Yeah,
nothing.
sometimes it takes a couple hours. Don't do it. Sometimes it takes like 2 hours sometimes.
Another thing. Tomorrow I will be celebrating my birthday on a live stream on my channel, the Benpai channel. Link in the description. Subscribe, all that wonderful shit. Hannibal and Monty will be my co-hosts on the Alter Perspective. Everyone's welcome to join in, and I'll be taking some live calls from the audience. We'll do all kinds of fun shit, so don't miss that. Tomorrow.
Cool.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
Benjamin and I will be celebrating his birthday
With Anthony Fantano. Anthony Fantano's coming into town, and he's doing a live performance at the Crocodile in Seattle, and we are going. I've heard other people say they were going. So
Yeah.
Here's the flyer. I like the artwork on it.
He's got a melon in
cool.
his hand.
Yeah.
I love that suit.
Yeah. I'm going to stand next to him and take a picture and see who looks
Are you guys going to
sexier.
fight?
Maybe. It's about damn time. Well, I took a picture with him at VidCon like 2 years ago. We looked big because he's a big boy. He's a thick, but he's swole. He's like a little fucking buff vegan fucking Gaines, dude. He's like the real vegan Gaines.
He's the real vegan
Yeah,
Gaines?
dude. He's thick. He's thick. So I have to get an updated a thick picture.
Oh, and by the way, we'll read your Streamlabs and everything in just a moment. We've got a few more things. Oh, and there is an individual segment situation tonight, too. Everyone be happy. Post-show.
Yes.
Yeah. Post-show tonight on Twitch. Twitch.tv/drunken peasants. Twitch.tv/drunken peasants. Go there. Fucking go there.
Trumpin' peasants.
By the way, you're so close to your goal.
I know.
You can do it, guys.
Oh
Get it
yeah,
up there.
I'm they always come through, and I'm not worried. We've come in with like 100, like less than $150 on a Saturday, and somehow they just pull it through every time. They're wonderful.
You have a great chat. I will say that.
Yes, they're sweet boys and girls.
All right. Here's I think this is Fox News talking about how people hated the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh no,
has
it's
some fans
CBS.
feeling
It's
blue and even
CBS.
seeing red.
Okay, pal, I want answers.
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your
Yeah,
planet.
and they don't play enough of it for it to be a problem.
Are you in charge here?
Well, fans appear excited about Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. They're even impressed
can I have that on my prompter?
His name's Robot Nicholas?
by his Eggman look
He's
at
a
the
robot
end.
named Nicholas?
But as for the Speedy Sega character, many complain that they don't see enough of him in the first trailer. That's one thing. But this is the biggest problem they have with him.
What?
His teeth.
What's wrong with them?
They are dumb. The teeth on Sonic in the movie, he has human teeth.
Yeah, so maybe he went and got teeth from the same people that did Boogie 298's teeth.
Specific, these fans are like, his teeth are too human-like. So they're puzzled by this.
It's not just the teeth, though. People are fucking spurging about everything.
It's true.
Yeah. But I don't-
Oh, dude, I went to Chris Chan's Twitter just to read the shit that Chris Chan wrote about that. It was. That's
I'm surprised Christine Weston Chandler didn't fucking jump off a bridge after saying this.
No,
version
that's
of
what they're
Sonic.
saying. So anyway,
You wish.
it's theaters, but not till November. So we got more time.
Dennis recommended.
He didn't deny
I
it.
thought they looked pretty white and nice and
Yeah, he's
whatever,
been
but
flossing.
great. But yeah.
Oh, you see Egghead spurging about it too.
Social media for you, and people just looking for a reason to complain.
But like everybody who's tripping about it, that's exactly what Chris Chan was tripping about with the fucking arms. And everybody made fun of Chris Chan. But I guess this person,
I think it does look kind of dumb. I think it probably could have been designed better, but I don't.
But it's going to be designed better. They've already said that they're going to redesign it before the
Really?
movie comes out. Yeah.
They're redesigning it.
God.
Yeah.
They caved.
Best they can do is come up with the teeth.
They have to cave, right? They have to cater to the core
The
fans.
Spurgs.
They got, oh, dude.
He looks too like friendly, you know, like he looks too cuddly almost.
I mean, it's Sonic the Hedgehog. I played the video games in the 90s. It was fun. I was never a fan of the cartoon.
I have a pretty fucking awesome Sonic game for Nintendo Switch that we could play during part of the post show tonight.
Maybe.
Would you play it?
They should have made
Maybe.
They should have done Crash
Probably.
Bandicoot anyway.
Crash Bandicoot. I have also for the post show, I'm going to play a video of Nicolas Cage drunk singing karaoke at a bar to like nobody.
Did you hear about his him and his wife of like they were married 4 days and she's already filing for they got drunk and went and got hitched. And Steve, what was the rest of the story?
He's going to get annulled, and she's asking for alimony already.
Yeah,
Damn.
after 4 days.
Jesus
That was
Christ.
going to get annulled. Yeah.
All right, Billy, read us off those Streamlabs and Super Chats, please, before we move into crazy.
Yeah. Manny said technically if he just asked them to pose in lingerie without revealing any nip or vag and passed it as modeling, he probably would have been fine. Thanks for your technical analysis of Austin Jones, Manny. Fuck. You're on the cream team, Manny. We expect better than this. But he didn't do that. He did all types of creepy, fucked up shit for these girls, so it really doesn't matter. I felt creepy reading that, Manny. Son of a bitch. Beef Swellington said, excuse my ignorance, but who is the older gent with the clean-cut looking Jared Genesis, guys? What?
Is he talking about our guest?
Honestly,
I think so.
I don't think he looks like Jared Genesis.
Ardra says, how about making a goal for every 100 likes so more people will like the stream? Also, I need to know from Egghead. Shit, everything's coming in. I need to know from Egghead what animal furry he would be. He wouldn't acknowledge my question. What would Egghead's animal furry be?
Egghead.
Chicken.
I kind of think it would be a platypus. Hypothesis said, did you see Tommy Wiseau posted a pic of him and Shadow the Hedgehog? And then Mr. Blue says Pastor Steven Anderson and Jesse Lee Peterson recently had a falling out. They've been bitching about each other online. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
No, that was amazing. I will say that Jesse Lee Peterson handed it to Anderson, like big time.
Amazing.
It was amazing.
Is that all of them?
Yeah.
I saw one from Creamsicle earlier.
Oh, yeah, those were the super chats. Let me get those open. Dumb. So, the super chats. Lord Vader said this guy was trolling Darkseid Phil a while back. That was the fucking trucker Thanos.
Yeah.
Mike Oxlong says, please say my name as carefully as you possibly can. Mike Oxlong. That was very careful, right?
Yeah.
Very careful.
Why is your ox long, and why do you have an ox?
I think it's because my cock's long.
Oh, shit. That's why. That makes perfect sense.
Creamsicle, the bad dragon guru, says, can I suck on your non sequitos? Thanks, Daddy.
Anytime.
Hey.
Creamsicle is a furry that does interesting erotic videos on the internet. I think that's the most polite way to describe Creamsicle, right?
That's polite, right?
Yeah, like
where do you find Creamsicle's work?
I mean, everywhere.
Yeah, you can find it on his Twitter.
Yeah, on Twitter.
A lot of fur sex there. Gross. Vash the ashtray says Austin looks like a twinked out Shaggy Rogers. Austin Jones. I was kind of seeing that. He looked like a little fucking weirdo. Super Inhuman says this is why we need the Punisher.
Yeah, for like the teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Von Helton isn't cutting it.
Metroid Man says, here's some free money, sweet
Thank
boys.
you. We appreciate
Sweet boys. And we'll go back because I think we got another little donation from Beef Swellington in the midst of this. He said, I fucked up. I meant who is the older gent and the guy with the Jared Genesis haircut?
Oh.
I don't see any Jared Genesis haircuts around here.
Oh.
We introduced them at the beginning of the show.
I don't see any.
Yeah, and Kyle's not that old. So.
Yeah. Kyle's
Good
only
one, good
kind of
one.
old. But if you're asking about our fucking guests, motherfuckers, this is Steve Kyle from the Non Sequitur Show, and we enjoy having them here in the back. So chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. No.
Steve, you got that?
He called you old,
nice smile
Kyle.
going on.
Kyle, he called you
feeling
old.
okay?
He called you old, Kyle.
He said you're old. Yeah.
He said you were day old white bread. That's
Time
so
for the
fucked
next
up.
segment.
That's accurate.
But thank you, B. Swellington. Oh yeah, should we do the grapefruit technique as a challenge?
Holy shit!
Why is he licking the G? I never saw him lick it before. I never noticed he was licking it before.
Crazy people.
Crazy.
Oh man, that is an awesome intro.
Yeah, isn't that great?
I like it.
Here's a video Steven Anderson made talking about how he's banned in 31 countries. It sucks they can't ban him from the U.S. because he was born here. And, you can't force another country to take your trash. So, here we go.
Hey everybody, Pastor Steven Anderson here from Faith Forward Baptist Church in Tempe, Arizona. So I just got the official notice yesterday from the Dutch government that I am now banned from the Netherlands. And in addition to that, I am banned from the entire Schengen area, what it's known as. Basically, most of mainland Europe. It includes 26 different countries. So before this, I was already banned from 5 countries. I was already banned from
An even
Canada.
better reason to fucking leave and move to Europe.
The sad thing is, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, this is the one person that literally does not care if you, like, he doesn't give a shit that he's banned from all of these countries.
Can we have like a world vote and like vote him off the planet?
So what? Then what? We shoot him into space?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, on that Falcon Heavy.
Yeah.
He could be the next payload.
You can go down with Red's Rhetoric and go watch the launch and be part of the payload.
Botswana, the United Kingdom, and Jamaica. So with these 26 new countries that I'm banned from, I'm banned from a total of 31 countries. So the Schengen area not only includes the Netherlands, but it also includes Sweden. So I'm banned from there as well. So when it comes to the events that are coming up in May, I'm not going to make it to the Netherlands event. I'm not going to make it to the Sweden event, but I'm still planning on going to the Dublin, Ireland event. I am not banned from Ireland. So what I've done is I've just booked a direct flight from Phoenix to Dublin, so that way I don't have to go through.
There's
any
a
of these
direct flight from Phoenix to
Looks
Dublin.
like he has semen crusties in his beard.
It does.
Yeah,
Probably does.
He's snacking.
Well, I'm Irish. I have some friends over there. I will arrange that and make sure he's banned from.
How terrible of a human being do you have to be banned from all these countries
Pretty damn
and wear it like a badge of honor? Like, he literally thinks this is part of the plan. That they're just trying to stifle God's message.
Yeah.
If you believe God is on your side, you have to take every hit like it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
Because you can't be like, oh, you know what, guys? God actually failed us. And we can't go to Europe now. You have to be like, we don't need Europe anyways. We have God.
That was the great thing about him and Jesse Lee Peterson going back and forth, because Jesse Lee Peterson started out with him like it was all fun and friendly, and then all of a sudden Jesse Lee Peterson turns and goes, "You hate homosexuals, don't you?" And he's like, Steven Anderson goes, "Yes, I hate them. I think that they should all be executed." And Jesse Lee Peterson goes, "If you hate anyone, you can't be of God. Does God command you to?" I mean, they just went back and forth, and finally, it ended with Steven Anderson telling Jesse Lee Peterson to go to hell. He was like,
"Man,
just go to hell."
I hate agreeing with Jesse Lee Peterson.
I know.
That's weird.
I mean, if I had to pick between the two, I'm easily Team Jesse.
Yeah, me too.
So I've got a direct flight to Dublin. I'm planning on being there May 26th, so there's no change there. But I just want to emphasize that all three of these events are still happening. I already had 3 preachers lined up, 3 different preachers for the 3 different events, and these are great guys. You're not going to want to miss it. So the events are going on full speed ahead. So don't pull back or decide not to show up.
How horrible of a person he is. There's a video of him saying that you can't rape your wife, and that once you say "I do" at the altar, that is consent from that point until the day either of you dies. So he said, "I don't have to get consent to have sex. I have to get consent not to have sex." Now that's illegal in all 50 states. You can rape your wife. So he's literally preaching that everybody in his church should go, and whether your wife wants to or not, have sex and do whatever you want. That's how shitty of a person he is.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
Just because I'm personally not going to be there, because there's still going to be great people showing up to go soul winning. There's going to be a great preacher at all 3 events. So you're not going to want to miss these events. In addition to that, we want to provide a special incentive for those diehards who want to go to all 3 events. So we're calling this the Triple Crown, okay? So in order to be a Triple Crown finisher, you attend all 3 events. You go to the event in Amsterdam on May 23rd, the event in Dublin on May 26th, and the event in Sweden on May 29th. Stockholm.
And what are these events?
Sweden. Now, I've already talked to some people that are planning to hit all 3 events. So if you can do it, this would be an awesome thing.
You'll be a Triple Crown
go to
member.
all 3 events.
Whatever the fuck that means.
And then if you do that, we'll have a special prize for you. We're going to ship you the entire Paul Wittenberger collection.
Paul Wittenberger.
How the fuck is this worth $585?
It's not.
Okay.
It's shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get all the DVDs, all the gear that are included with the Paul Wittenberger collection on framingtheworld.com. That's the prize for completing the Triple Crown. So again, these events are going to be awesome. It's going to be exciting. A lot of people sounded sad or upset that I'm banned. But
he's a sovereign citizen too, right?
Yeah, I've seen him do that with Border Patrol because he lives in Arizona.
He got tased one time. One time they just let him through because they didn't want to fucking deal with it.
If you live in southern Arizona, you'll get stopped by Border Patrol without even crossing the border. They stop people all the time down there.
And people know how that's going to end. Like, why the fuck did he even think that was going to go a different direction?
I don't know. It's so weird.
We should
I guarantee
rejoice.
there's going to be like only 3 Triple Crown winners. It's going to be Matt Powell, G-Man, and Kent Hovind. Those are only 3 going to go to all 3 events.
At persecution, and I know people are disappointed that they're not going to meet me or something like that. But here's the deal: it's not about me. Okay, it's about the work of the Lord. It's about soul winning. It's about the preaching of God's word, not necessarily the personality who's showing up. So there's going to be another great preacher showing up at all 3 events, and you're not going to want to miss him. You're still going to get the blessing. You're still going to network with other like-minded
all these
believers.
Worthless bullshit.
You're still going to
things.
see salvations and
okay.
You're still gonna perpetuate that consent goes down the drain once you say I do.
Stuck in traffic, Steven Anderson.
So this is someone in high school made a project for their Algebra 2 class.
Oh,
and they used Furry vor in their project.
Yeah.
We have a horrible project. Before we go into the algebra part, we just want to give you a quick look at what we're talking about here. This is called vor. And then welcome to our TED Talk. Sit down. John, sit down. You're interrupting.
Vor in algebra.
I'm confused. What is vor?
Vor is
It's
the
like
porn
cannibalism porn.
Yeah, it's the porn of eating other beings until you're so stuffed that you can like see you gaining the
and
weight
obviously
of a
it's
human
not
being in
legal.
your belly.
It's not legal, so it's all drawn. You know what I mean? And this is like furry stuff.
I'll take it away from you. No, there's math.
There's math. The teacher's like, this is not what this was supposed to be.
This literally is like crushing my soul on the inside.
So vor is shortened for the word vorophilia. Vorer means to swallow, and ophilia means to have an absurd or like.
The teacher's like, what the fuck?
She's letting it pass. She's like, well,
Wow.
let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can pull this one out.
They're trying to stop it. She's just like, she started taking notes.
I don't want to be human anymore.
It's from ancient. This is from the ancient. It's like Greece.
Look how excited they are.
Okay, so there are 8 variations of vor. We're gonna go.
The 8 variations
there's
of
anal,
vor.
There's anal vor.
This motherfucker put anal vor up on the.
I know the projector.
One person is consumed.
Why can't he stand still either? Like he just.
Oh my god! Here's the description of anal vor. One person is shoved up the anus into the colon. Backdoor method.
Human centipede style.
We're going into math. Okay, I got this one. So the way this involves in a math is that to be able to effectively swallow someone, the mouth has to be open at least 120 degrees.
To effectively swallow somebody, your mouth has to be open 120 degrees. So let's do the math here. I went to the Andrew Yang rally yesterday. He's all about math.
Yeah.
I'm into the math here. I want to see the math. If they can pull this off, then maybe I'll vote them for president instead of Andrew Yang.
Furries for furry teenage.
I'm all about the math.
This is what's wrong with this is what's wrong with society now.
I agree.
This is happening in classrooms.
Well, I'd prefer this in the classroom other than the fucking guy that was molesting the fucking kid.
Oh, well, that's
of the stomach and after
ridiculously
consuming
horrible.
Your overall body surface area will increase as well. As you have swallowed another. Yeah, you'll see that in a little bit.
You'll see that in a little bit. You better do the math, motherfuckers.
I don't see any. Oh, hold on. There was some math. There was math. That is math.
Statistics.
So if you do all of these equations, the end result is 40,320 different types of vor.
That's correct.
Yeah.
The teacher's like, that's actually correct.
Looks like we have a question. Are there some kinds of vor that don't work together? I mean, like, you can't have same size vor and giant vor simultaneously, but we didn't That's too advanced for us. We haven't taken algebra 3 yet.
Wow.
Look, he cannot stand still.
Yeah, this kid is on the. This kid, he's like, I have an idea. Let's do a vor for class. And then he's like, you're gonna have to stand still in front of the class the entire vor presentation. He's like, no, I won't. I'll just dance the entire time.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. Is that Yoda? Is that Yoda?
Is that Yoda there in the background?
Is that Yoda? Is that Yoda? Is that Yoda?
I hate you, Ben. I hate you and Billy. I didn't know what vor was until tonight, and I could have been happy in my own.
You
little place
learned
not knowing
something.
I had somebody paint a picture of me doing vor, and I didn't realize it was vor. And I saw the picture and I shared it because it was really fucking cool. It was giant vor. I was giant and I was eating a small Leafy is here YouTuber. I was eating him and I didn't realize it was vor. I went to their page to see if they had any more work they did. Everything else they did was like drawn pictures of Leafy is here getting fucked by like Onision and Keemstar. But my shit was just me eating him, so I didn't realize it was porn until I got it printed up in a really big frame to put on my wall.
Apparently I liked it, so I don't know.
Well, the Streisand's nose probably kept hitting the microphone every 5 minutes. I swear, man.
You know, I noticed, because I've seen a lot of these videos of Vaughn in these hangouts, and I've noticed that I figured out who the girl is in this, and you follow her on Twitter.
Do I?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Her name's Candy.
Oh, she's fucking with Von Helton. It looked like her.
This is from back in the day.
It looked like her.
There's like porn jorms in this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I had a big nose till I saw Barbara's. And it's like,
Did Susan Summers ever sing?
What's that?
Did Suzanne Summers ever sing?
Yeah, but she has a tiny.
This is old too. This has to be like years old.
Probably, yeah. I've known this girl for like.
Was she on Battle Cam or something? Oh, okay.
I know she did Thigh Master.
Huh?
The Thigh Master.
Yes, the Thigh Master. That's so weird that she would get into hangouts with Von Helton. Talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel. Holy shit.
That's the internet, right?
She was on Brett's channel a few times too that I saw.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, away those extra pounds, man.
And who's that still looks like a fucking
She comes into my
14-year-old?
side streams like all the time to this day on my YouTube streams. She'll
Yeah,
be in there
yeah.
to this fucking day.
Is that
Kid.
really what Candy looks like?
Yeah, she looks like that. She's not catfishing.
What's her Blue Lagoon ass?
What's her Blue Lagoon ass?
Oh, Blue Lagoon.
Brooke Shields?
Shit.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Still looks the fucking same.
Yes.
Apparently, she hasn't had any work done, and besides like diet and exercise, her secret is literally
it's getting there. It's getting to the point here in a second.
daily exfoliation.
Daily exfoliation, huh?
Most people exfoliate once a week, or they wait longer.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but wouldn't her face be beet red every day if she did that?
No, you can do different types of both. You don't have to do like straight rough scrubbing your face. I mean, even some microdermabrasion creams are sensitive
Beauty
enough
tips
for
with Von
even,
Helton.
sensitive skin.
Uh-huh.
Or they're gentle enough for sensitive skin, I should say.
Uh-huh. I just, I know
Listen.
when I exfoliated my body, my entire body, it was heavy scrubbing, and I got the shit off, and damned if it didn't just come right back again. And I said, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna wash and just leave it be, If I turn into
what came back?
What? Huh?
I don't know what he's saying.
Exfoliation, isn't.
It just came right back.
It's not supposed to. You don't exfoliate to remove like
it
assume
gets
dead
weirder.
skin.
mold, or
It's just for dead skin. Yeah.
yeah, exfoliation just opens your pores and gets all the fucking
dead
blockage
skin
out.
just
The dead
came
skin
right
block.
back instantly.
scaly reptile, then I guess I
Oh, you hear that?
It just comes back.
Yeah, you got necrotic crotch rot, my dude.
Here it is.
You gotta get a cream for
If I
that.
turn into a fucking scaly reptile, then I guess I turn into a fucking scaly reptile.
There's different grades of like exfoliation, and like, whether you're using the
She just
scratchy
skip right over that too.
Yeah. She's like,
Glove
These
or
are fun.
salts or sugars or
Pardon me.
like pomegranate meal.
Right. Well, I don't know what it is, man, but the sides near my rib cage, on the sides, I've got this, heavy flaking, but it don't flake off. It's attached, It's literally I'm...
Von Helton thinks he's a reptilian, is what he's trying to get at.
He's got the dragon scale, dude.
Yeah.
He probably Steve, this stream is working against your high so hard right now.
Way down. First of all, every time I see Vaughn, I go come way down. But does he have like psoriasis or something?
Maybe.
Sounds like it.
He's got the Shame of Thrones dragon skin disease.
He had a couple rows of teeth that he shouldn't had, and his mom sent him to the dentist, and that's his excuse for the rest of his teeth falling out later in life.
Whoa. A couple rows?
Something like that.
He might actually be like a beast.
Did you guys know he's Karate Kyle? Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
It's so weird.
Yeah. God, that's legit. He really actually is that meme.
Yep.
That shit. I don't need any more aggravation in my life. I got enough.
I don't need to turn into a goddamn reptilian. Got enough aggravation.
I like how he's got enough aggravation in his life, and it's spurned from him turning into a fucking Molotov cock tease.
Aggravation in my life. I don't need any more.
This man is. There's just so much with him.
He's not a beautiful bird.
Yeah, I'm about to skip the rest of this shit and go into. Oh, fuck it. Hold on. How far into the show are we?
Let's do it.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck, dude.
Let's do it.
I have to really, really be ready for this shit. All right, here we go.
Individual situation. Check out the beautiful asshole.
The individual Brett Keane segment situation.
So, I do streams on the side on our side channel, our backup channel, DP Underground, link in the description. You should subscribe to it because if we ever have trouble on this channel, that's the one we're going to. Might as well subscribe to it now. And I do streams there. I watched this on my stream there yesterday, but it's too good to pass up. So I'm playing it for everyone else here.
We definitely have had to use that side channel before too.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying.
It's a great reason to subscribe. It's happened
Billy, are you
before.
going to be okay during this? I know that you and Brett are very close.
Oh yeah, Brett Keane's a very strong individual. He can.
Not strong enough to get out of bed though.
He's like the Thanos, man.
Anyway, we're gonna move on with this. So in this video, Brett calls some nonprofit organization that is helping people who are atheists in the closet and want some sort of it's an anonymous counseling service. It's like a suicide prevention hotline, or like a hotline that someone who's a drug addict would call. It's that sort of thing. Well, Brett thinks it's his personal debate line that he can just call and debate religion with these people. And let me read you the title of this. Brett Keane calls agnostic atheist who rage quits. Okay?
Not even an accurate title.
It's not
even an accurate title.
It's not, because the person did not rage quit in the slightest. They actually put up with this shit for way longer than they should have.
Yeah.
Anyway.
A lot longer.
I sped him up. It's hard to believe it at this point, but I did speed him up.
I love these peaceful backgrounds he's got going on now, too.
Well, look at the real background behind him. Look at that shitty ass wallpaper. Ugh. Fuck. And I'll tell you what. This wasn't a live stream. He pre-recorded this. He could have edited this if he wanted to. We sit through 4 to 5 minutes of hold music in this fucking video.
Thank you for calling the Recovering from Religion helpline.
The Recovering from Religion helpline.
It is our objective to offer hope, healing, and support to those struggling with issues of doubt and non-belief. Whether you are seeking peer support via our hotline or chat line, or you are looking for a secular counselor via our secular therapy process, we understand and want to connect you with help. You can find additional options for hope and support at our website.
He's gearing up to fucking bust a dookie in his bariatric briefs is what he's gearing up for.
www.recoveringfromreligion.org. Please stay on the line. Your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
You heard you see his videos where he's why he's doing this. He's doing this because his son recently came out as an atheist.
Sure.
So he's trying to do he's trying to show up the atheist so his sons will come back to the light side.
Okay. This song that he listens to, he makes all these really dumb faces during it too.
All right.
And this is sped up. So this lasts way longer than it seems to here. Look at it. Yeah, what's this? Blue Steel. Oh my god. I would love to see some new memes using this. Just crop him out of there.
Do you remember the one where he like licked his lip? That you played that one time, the last time we were on here.
Yeah. Ugh.
Why did he cut this out?
Good question. Dude, he looks like a fucking manatee / walrus right here making this face. Holy shit. Dude, Wilford Brimley has really let himself go these days. The diabetes has really gotten to him. All right, I'm gonna skip. Dude,
probably since he didn't take the time to cut this part out, we should.
Yep.
May ask a couple questions so I can get an.
Oh, and by the way, I believe the guy says his name was Ty, but Brett calls him Todd. You can tell me though what it sounds like to you, because I might be wrong. Hold on.
Thank you for holding. This is Todd. How may I help you?
Ty. All right. Brett calls him Todd.
Hey Todd, how you doing?
Good.
Todd, I was wondering if I
It's not his fucking name.
Ask a couple questions so I can get an understanding of what we're doing here.
Oh, absolutely. May I ask what your name is?
My name is Brett Keane.
He didn't give a fuck what your last name was. This is supposed to be like an anonymous helpline.
Brett?
Yes, Brett.
Brett, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Brett.
Nice to meet you as well, Todd. I'm curious about some different things. I've been looking into a lot of different views and ideas and all that, and I was curious, is atheism subjective or objective?
He's doing one of his little traps. He's setting a trap right now.
What does it even mean?
What do you mean by that?
Well, subjective is
yeah
based upon human emotion, like an opinion, but something that is objective, like if I were to state a truth, like the universe exists, this is objectively true whether someone believes in it or not. So what I'm asking is atheism based upon subjective opinion, or is it based upon facts and evidence and objective truth?
You are a moron.
There's so much wrong with what he just said.
Yeah.
So much wrong.
But if you need to be right, you have to be right within like this microcosm of righteousness, right? That's why religion exists, because it only works if you adhere to the rules of the fucking manual.
Atheism is based on a lack of evidence, not evidence for it.
This is Steve's forte. Steve, you wanna tell them why, just real quick, why he's incorrect?
Yeah, please correct everything he says here.
Well, first of all, when you were talking about objective or subjective, there's just different ways those words are used. But the easiest way to convey objective, subjective is I have a toothache. It is subjective to me because you can't experience it. So we cannot have shared emotions. So if something is objective, in this particular case, we're talking about something that is not able to be shared or looked at the same way through what's called intersubjective agreement. So there's no need for that. So he's just, and by the way, atheism could be either not believing or believing in something, that God doesn't exist. But that is our belief. That is a claim. That is our belief position. I'm a non-believer, right? I do not believe God exists. So it's nothing to do whether it's objective or subjective. It's just the fact that it's my position on the ontology of the existence of God that either God doesn't exist or that I don't believe in God. So he's like throwing these terms around, thinking that there's some kind of sensibility to them.
Right. He also has his own Keaneisms too. In a moment here, we'll hear a few of them.
I don't think that there would be one clear picture because different people's views are different. I can speak for myself. I would actually consider myself an agnostic atheist. Just the fact that I don't know, and evidence that I've been presented shows that doesn't warrant a God belief, basically. But I'm open to a God belief if there's evidence pointing to that. Yeah. If that makes sense.
So are you saying that you believe in the possibility of a deity or many gods?
Yeah, I mean, I'm open to it. I want to believe things that are true in my life, and I want to believe in less things that are false. And if that's the truth, and if that's that there is, some type of deity, then I would like to know.
That's
that
an honest answer.
But yeah.
I notice whenever reading a lot of literature and books.
Literature. Reading a lot of literature and books too.
Literature.
Not just
You
literature.
don't read books.
Not
Literature
just
and books.
Not just literature, but also books. Let's see. Let's slow it down. We'll see if he says literature.
Like eternal undying love.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go.
Yeah.
I notice whenever reading a lot of literature and
literature.
Add that one to the dictionary. There's a Keanisms dictionary out there. Literature.
Books and information and seeing what's going out on social media, that a lot of non-believers tend to assert that they come from a position of facts and evidence, that they somehow have some kind of information that theists do not have. And that's the reason why I ask, do they actually have some kind of facts and evidence to represent themselves with, or is it simply an opinion that there is no God?
I think it may be the lack of evidence, not that there is evidence. It's like...
That's exactly what I just said.
Kind of saying, believing in, say, like a leprechaun. You're not going to believe in a leprechaun if there's not evidence of it.
That's going to piss him off.
Believe in a leprechaun now if there's, photographs or pictures, or you meet someone who's,
Todd, you're not fucking listening to me, you piece of shit.
God's not a leprechaun.
Fuck you, Todd. Get someone else on the line.
And then you'd be like, yeah, I got evidence. Here's why I believe.
I like to play Brett's interior monologue, like the what he's thinking right now. Look at the look on his face. That is rage. That is rage right there.
My God's not a leprechaun, you fucking asshole.
Yeah. In leprechaun.
My God's not a fucking leprechaun. I found my God and there was no pot of gold.
Gourd.
I found my gourd and there was no pot of gold.
If that makes sense at all.
I understand what you're saying. You're giving an analogy and comparing a entity that may have been involved in transforming matter and energy of the universe to that of a magical creature that we find on a Lucky Charms box. I get that. But what I'm asking you is, do you believe that your position is actually based upon facts and evidence, or the
based upon
lack of?
A pern.
The lack of, yes.
Okay. So do you believe that because you haven't had some kind of vision or dream or interaction or intervention that this somehow equals, then there must not be no God?
Are you saying those things are evidence of a God?
Well, let me try this with you. Do you believe in absolute evil?
What?
You would have to define that.
Well, let's
What
give
a
an
switch.
example of some of the kind of things that we see on the news. We see people who kill and destroy and do horrific things to each other. Would you consider like the destruction or killing of a child as something that you would consider absolutely evil and immoral?
I don't like the word evil so much as it has a lot of baggage, but I would say causing harm, which would be not moral, yes.
Good answer.
Okay.
Immoral. It wouldn't cause harm to another being, yes.
So you do believe that there is an absolute concept of immorality, though? You would consider harming a child as something that would be defined as absolute evil?
Not absolute evil. I wouldn't use that terminology.
Are you saying that there may be some justification for it?
For hurting a child, yes.
What would the justification be for hurting a child?
I would say that they needed an operation, and initially you're hurting them, cutting them
Why did he post this on here?
in order to remove a tumor.
He gets owned. He doesn't even realize it.
Content.
Harming can be justified in some cases.
Yeah. Like doing a surgery that would hurt the child, but ultimately after they healed, they would be better off than they were before, right?
Look at Brett's face. He's like, oh, I didn't expect this to go this way.
Wouldn't you agree with that?
Well, I would agree based upon the intention. Obviously, if a parent took their child to a doctor, their intention would be to help the child, and unfortunately, there would be a little bit of harm needed. However, I'm talking about like motivation or intention to deliberately harm a child and maybe cause it to cease to exist.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. When someone has intentional harm to cause bodily harm with bad intention, that's wrong.
Would you consider that by definition evil? You do understand what the definition of evil is, right?
Give me your definition.
Well, you mentioned one of the parts of the definition, to do harm to others, to cause damage, chaos, destruction. Basically doing something that would make another person extremely, I wouldn't like to use the word inconvenience, but it would definitely put them at a disadvantage and cause misery, suffering.
There's a big difference between inconvenience and harming a child.
Right.
Yeah, and by the way, if the thing for harm was to basically, like, for example, when a surgeon, cuts into somebody's chest, they're not causing harm. That's not how the word is used. A physician has to actually, take an oath not to do any harm.
Right, the Hippocratic Oath.
Hippocratic Oath, yeah.
Still there?
Okay, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I can agree with that. That's wrong.
Okay.
And that's the terminology of evil, yeah.
Okay. So you do agree that there are cases of absolute evil?
As opposed to what, relative evil? I mean, the terms he uses, he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about on any of this stuff. Big surprise, but it's just one big game of gotcha. I mean, it's one big semantic con, is what it is.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it when he got kicked off your show. That was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Kyle, I'm not kidding. Kyle had planned that for about a year.
I did.
Yeah.
I very carefully laid out how I was going to get him back on without him remembering that we had that interaction. So it took a year, but finally when he took the bait, I was like, yes. And I sat there for an hour listening to him run his fucking mouth. And finally at the end, I was like, I have been waiting for this shit for a year.
I
Get
love
the
that.
Fuck off.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, if that is true, that there is absolutely
May I ask where is this leading? Are you trying to convince me that there is a God, or where are you trying to take this to?
This poor guy, Ty, he
your
didn't sign up for this shit today. Can you imagine what his face is like? He's like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I mean, he could hang up if he wanted to, right? He's at his job, or he's donating his fucking time. It's kind of a waste of his fucking time, but I mean, he's there and he answered the phone and he's engaging.
Well, he's about to go. Yeah, but Brett says he rage quits, and he doesn't.
Which he doesn't.
I find it very interesting, and I'm also just trying to explore some different ideas. Wouldn't you say that if a such thing is absolute evil...
Let me cut in here, because the purpose of this hotline is not to focus on me, but it's to focus on you. People that are coming in. If you're struggling,
I feel like I'm benefiting greatly by listening to you and myself share our ideas and our views. Doesn't it make you feel good to share your views?
That's not what I'm here to share my views.
Well, what exactly are you wanting from me?
You think he told the guy that he was recording him and going to broadcast him out?
He called him and said, "What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?"
That is so retarded, man.
Yeah, I don't think he understands the concept of a helpline. I don't think he understands it at all.
Yeah, I want to help you. That's what I want. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you, and this isn't really helping you. You're just arguing fucking bullshit.
We provide resources for you to help you find your own answers. We're not here to give people answers or tell you how to think. We meet you wherever you are in your journey, whether you're still a believer or not. We don't hold any judgment to anybody who comes here. It's a confidential place, safe place to talk. But it's not our purpose to try to tell you how I believe or how I think or how you should think. But I can help provide you with resources where you can do some dig in for yourself.
Now what?
And keep asking some good tough questions to yourself.
So basically, you're stating that this is a hotline where people share their doubts, and then you give them information to. Is it to help them get beyond their doubts?
He's trying to convince him what his actual job description is.
Right.
It's it's so ridiculous.
Or to strengthen their doubts.
It's to help
we should call his number.
Their own answers.
Okay. What would you say would be good answers for me?
I'm not going to give you answers of. I mean, what's your question? You're asking me questions about evil. If I believe there's absolute evil in the world.
Well, the reason why I asked that question before you filled me in on exactly what your description of what you're doing over there, I was not aware of the full context of what it was.
It described. Didn't you listen to the fucking recording when you first called? It said exactly what they did there.
before you tell me what it is you guys do over there.
You were actually servicing. I apologize.
Yeah.
My point was.
Hey,
it's
Kyle,
cool. It's cool. My
now
point
that I
was
know
if
it's you, please excuse my rude Jared Genesis remark. You gave Brett what he needed.
Yeah.
It's okay, man. All is forgiven. I don't even know who Jared is, so I'm sure he has a
better
great
that way.
hairstyle.
He doesn't.
Such a thing as absolute evil, as you have
He doesn't.
suggested, is possibly true.
That's very rude.
Then wouldn't absolutely good also exist?
Worthy of the apology.
Does one have to exist in order for the other to exist?
Well, you would think so. In order for something to be absolute evil, you would have to have some scale or spectrum to base that on. So I would think the opposite
You're on the spectrum.
of the spectrum.
He called. He did a similar thing where he called the American Atheist and talked to this lady named Pam Whistle, who is their membership director, and was saying, "Well, you know, Albert Einstein was a theist," and she said, "That's a common misconception. Here's the article where that comes from and why it's incorrect." Pointed him to it, and at the very end, he said, "Well, I just don't understand. When you have Albert Einstein that's a theist, then that should pretty much tell you something." And she's like, "I told you that was incorrect."
Even if it was true, it doesn't tell me anything. It doesn't tell me anything.
You know, Albert Einstein.
There was all kinds of brilliant scientists that were theists. I
Albert
don't care.
Einstein did a PowerPoint on anal vor.
Yeah.
Would be absolute good. That would be the complete opposite of what would be referred to as evil.
So therefore God. Is that what you're saying? Because if there's an absolute evil, then you have to have an absolute good, which is a deity.
Well, I didn't say that.
Is that your conclusion?
Hey, there's a God because people rape children. Right?
Yikes.
Right? That's the point, right? If there's absolute evil, then there's got to be absolute good. So God exists because children get molested, right? Right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have to say that I find it extremely interesting that was the conclusion you came to. I didn't tell you that. I didn't say that.
Well, because I've heard this line of thinking 100 times, and that's where it leads.
Well, why do you think that people believe that absolute good would equal out to the conclusion of a God for? Why do you think people think like that for?
Why do you think that?
Well, if there is an absolute objective truth, and there's such a thing as absolute good and evil, then there must be some standards, some foundations based upon it.
You guys are trying to kill me, aren't you?
Yeah. Say whatever. I mean, go ahead. Have at it.
Go ahead on him, Steve.
Well, first of all, he doesn't understand what moral absolutism is. Okay, moral absolutism is a form of deontology. It's basically how persons judge according to their actions. So it's a framework that's contrasted to moral relativism. It doesn't mean the way he thinks it is that, oh, if you don't accept some kind of moral absolutism, you don't think there's some thing that's always evil. That's not what it actually is. There's something called descriptive moral relativism that is cultural differences that does exist. Okay, it's a very known argument against moral absolutism. So I'm not a moral absolutist. That's different from objective and subjective. So you have objective, you have the opposite or the contrary, which is subjective, or you have absolutism and relativism. And he's just throwing these all together and making something like absolute evil, which usually most theists will say that it's the privation of good, which is the absence of good, right? So you basically, if it has something evil, would be somebody who distances himself from God, the privation of good. So it's just like a precept script only using like philosophical terminology.
How you feeling, Steve?
I'm get in there.
Here's
I can tell.
Here's the rage quit.
Questions that I can help you with, and I'm gonna have to cut the line off, okay, and take another caller.
Well, I appreciate you saying that you wanted to provide me answers and information. I was hoping that I could equally do the same for you. I apologize if I've offended you.
He doesn't sound offended. He just said he has to go and do his job.
Yeah.
I'm not offended at all. but you're taking up time here, and I can see that you're wanting to evangelize for your beliefs or whatever, and that's not what we're here for. And I would rather use my time helping people that are actually struggling.
Right, I can understand that.
But I appreciate you calling.
I'm excited
and I wish you well.
I wish you well as well.
That was a rage quit. I wish you well. I wish you well at the end of every rage quit.
They had a cordial passing. I wish you well. I wish you well too.
I can't wait for quit. I can't wait for Brett's next video where he calls the suicide hotline and argues with them for keeping people from meeting God.
Oh my God.
Don't you think if you just let them die, they'd get to God quicker, you fucking idiot? Why are you keeping people out of heaven?
Brett, just quit doing YouTube, please.
He's
You're the worst at it,
buddy.
I mean, he's
sweet, man.
He'll hit that point in the cycle again eventually here. It always happens.
He did 2 weeks ago when he said, "This is my last. I'm taking a break," and the next day he came back and said,
"Oh yeah,
well, that's what they want. They want me to quit."
That's part of the cycle too, and then eventually he will quit for a little while. But yeah, he did the flagging campaign. That was part of his cycle. He does that every time.
Yep, we got hit by that.
It's all
Yeah, he threatened me of that too. Yeah.
Yeah. He tried to DMCA this channel, but it didn't go through because YouTube actually thought it looked like bullshit. But they still sent me an email letting me know about it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's funny.
Same here.
Fucking. Yeah. You see what he's doing? That's bullshit. There is such a thing as absolute evil, bitch.
Yeah, on the episode he appeared in, he tried to hit a privacy complaint.
What a piece of shit.
On the one that he willingly came on. Bye, Brett.
That's so ridiculous. All right.
Yo, safely! Let's go find this hater, put a bullet in this fucking head. How do you like me now? I'm the only critic with the good kind of fairy drama.
Ready?
Because Jesus Christ
Is my neighbor.
Oh yeah, you should probably read the Streamlabs and
Is
shit.
my neighbor. He's my neighbor.
Hello, is this the neighborhood watch? Is Jesus Christ part of the neighborhood?
All right, we got a dono from. Oh my god. I didn't read these live. Okay, so Manny says, I was reading an Ask Reddit of things that are creepy but not illegal, and there was a cop who replied that there are websites with young children posing provocatively in small swimsuits that maps go to, and they are not illegal but just creepy.
Oh,
Thank you, Manny, for paying money to clarify that yes, it was creepy.
Fuck, Manny.
We didn't put that creepiness on you, Manny. Thanks for clarifying. Damn it. Metal Dooley says, not usually a fan of deplatforming people, but I wouldn't lose any sleep if this prick got refused entrance to Ireland. We've got enough creepy religious assholes here already. This is the creepy episode. Everything's so creepy today. We got Beef Swellington hit us with a tenner and didn't really say anything. Appreciate you, Beef. Kilo Earthew says manatees are no longer an endangered species. Good news for Brett's water-headed children. Dragon in the West says Brett King confirms Sith Lord. As we all know, only a Sith deals in absolutes. Also needs to make Photoshop of Brett Keane as the Gorn from the Star Trek. He'll finally be Gorn. Yeah. That's those little tooties super chats. We seem to have Yusaki Urameshi just sent us a super chat. Thank you. No message. I appreciate you. That's the rap. That's the dealio. So let's listen to some fucking cringe rap.
Oh, you know what? I wanted to show you this, Billy. This is interesting. I found the Juggalo kid. Like what he's up to these days. And he goes by the name Smoker the Joker. That
makes sense.
That's what he goes by now. And he has a girlfriend.
I'm sure he does. Juggalo women are.
Here's
Is this
a video.
video? Okay, Dare to
Look at
Compare
him.
contains weird and wild flavors.
I'm just going to show you what he was up to these days.
Had it
He
for
looks
a long
like
time,
Post
I did with
Baloney.
Ben, but I lost the recording.
Post Baloney.
And he puked twice. And besides, I don't want him in my vids anymore.
His voice still kind of sounds the same.
Yeah.
Put a bullet in his fucking head.
Yeah.
Oh, go
Anyways, yeah, Jess wanted me to wear this shirt. I hope I don't look too bad like last time, but
I love you just the way you are.
so I'm not sure what series this is. I think it's Gen 4.
Someone asked, is she a feeder?
Whatever.
Oh god.
This is like Post Baloney and
Yeah, so I just wanted to show you that. We're not going to watch that whole thing.
Eugenia Cooney. Good for him.
The depths of the dungeon in the rum jungle, Dookie Sweat.
Part 2.
Dookie Sir Sweat.
I gotta be at work.
Oh, we hit it! We hit it 100%. Go! Yes!
Because I like this beat right here. It's kind of sick music to my ear. Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I'm about to roll up and work, dog. Clock in. Yeah, hardcore. Set an example for all the other employees up there. Yeah, tell them, don't cuss. Don't miss the trash can with your trash. Throw it in there. Don't make a mess. Follow the rules. Act like it was when you was back
Rap
in school.
juice. Can Kyle say that Bob the Pit Bull is a beautiful dog?
Bob the Pit Bull is a beautiful dog.
Aww.
Yeah.
Look at that! Look at that random foot jamming out in the background on this video.
Holy shit! I didn't see that.
Oh.
Set it like a good example for your fellow.
Phantom foot.
You like this, right?
No, I don't.
No?
No.
No?
I don't like it.
Why not?
It's doo-doo, baby.
Employees, they got a work meeting at 3. Don't be late for it and be dressed cheap. Yeah, Doogie Sweat.
Dookie Sweat?
Don't roll up and
I
do
think I'd
some
rather
work.
watch a Brett Keane video than hear this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is poop. It's I don't know.
Dookie Sweat.
I'm not cringing. Look, the guy.
It is
obviously,
cringy.
He's
It's
just
not
shit.
the worst I've ever heard.
It's shit.
to be
He's
honest.
obviously
It's
wearing
shit.
his little sunglasses inside. He's got his little fucking fisheye lens. He's a bit of a troll trying to do something. He's not. I don't know. I don't take him seriously, so it's harder for me to cringe.
Okay.
I feel like he's a little fucking muppet.
Everyone watching right now, 654 of you, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. If that happens, the world explodes.
And
Steve, you're starting to encroach a little bit and look to your sides.
He's high.
It's right on
Well,
time.
I've got 2 monitors.
He's high.
I got live chat over here.
I
you guys over
I
here.
realized just now that I missed a Streamlab from Egghead about the furry question.
Okay. Go ahead.
Egghead said, to answer the question, my furry form would be a pigeon, a disgusting rat with wings that carries diseases and no one likes. At least that's what my inner depression tells me.
Oh, I'm baiting.
I'm baiting.
Dropping it. Yes,
Big
I'm
boss
baiting.
with the sauce.
Fuck yeah, man.
Holy shit, thank you.
Oh my
And-
God, dude, G-Man's calling me right now.
Oh, and I'll
Answer that.
Hold
Answer
on,
that.
it went away. It popped up for a second and then it just kind of vanished.
And shout out to
Hold on,
Kilo.
let me hold on.
Got
butt dialed by the G-Man, let's see. Shout out to
Okay.
Kilo
Make it
for
a
his
goodie.
making us hit that
Edibles,
goal
Steve.
too. We
You
just
might want to take the other half.
Let's see if
Not a
he
bad idea.
let's see if he joins. You think he butt dialed us? Dude, he
No.
called me like out of nowhere.
butt dial Benjamin. You
Oh,
want to be
yeah,
the
yeah.
frog?
Just totally coincidental that he called you while we're on. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. You got
Well,
it
here-
ran for me. Wasn't it like not last time we were on, but the time before that?
G-Man, we're calling you back, man. Come on. Answer, buddy.
Somebody get Shanny for Christ on the line too.
Now he's not answering. Why the fuck did he call me?
Teasing you, I guess.
Because he knows he's got real estate in your mind space.
Huh?
He gives you one call and he takes over a fucking minute and a half of the show.
G-Man.
He's got power.
All right, well, I guess we'll see if he joins. All right, how about this?
It's all about Tupac, Thug Life, and that mystery you see all day, every day.
Is this Hoggish Greeley from Captain Planet?
I'm killing them, running up on you bitches with my motherfucking 45.
Oh, G-Man's here. G-Man's here. Okay. G-Man, did you call us?
G-Man.
Yes, I did.
All right. Welcome, G-Man. What's up?
Nothing. I noticed that you got Owl here, and I would like to have a little chit chat with him.
All right, go ahead.
Hi,
Go ahead.
you man.
And Steve, no one's scared of you, man. Anytime you want to call me, you know how to contact me.
Wait, did
never have been scared of you. Never will be scared of you.
Did we not call you how many times to get a hold of
Yeah, but you know, most of the time when you want to talk to me, I don't think you're prepared for me. So I think you might be prepared today.
Clearly. No, I'm not high enough for that, trust me.
Yeah. So how you doing, Kyle?
Fantastic, man. What
That's
can I
great.
do for you?
So tell me something. Why did you beat up on the Emperor Atheist so bad?
Oh, well, because he is a bigot, and bigots deserve to be beat up on.
Why is he a bigot?
Because he said that kids should not be around two grown gay men.
Didn't he say something along the lines that he doesn't believe that gay pride parades is appropriate for children?
Maybe later, but not in the tweet that I'm speaking of. He said just that.
If he would have said that a gay pride parade is not appropriate for a child, would you consider that to be bigotry?
No, it depends on the gay pride parade. Some of them are raunchy, and then some of them are very family oriented. Just depends on where you go.
Oh, all right. So you don't believe that he's being a bigot by saying that a kid shouldn't be around two gay adults?
Yes, I think that's bigoted, especially when he has a daughter that's that is also in the LGBTQ community.
Go on Hannibal and Monty show.
And all of this started because he made a comment about, I believe, Will Smith's son or something like that, right?
That I don't know. I saw a post that he made where he said, "I don't condone homosexuality," which is nothing that he needs to condone or not condone. That sentence doesn't make any sense. And then the comment about somebody replied to that, and then he replied with, "Would you let your 11-year-old hang out with two grown gay men?" Yes, that's a bigoted statement.
Well, what if Christians felt the same way? Would you consider us to be bigoted?
I absolutely consider you to be bigoted, 100%.
Okay, so and
that's where it comes from.
And by the way, G-Man, I think your camera's frozen or something. Just so you know,
my camera, yeah, it probably is. This laptop tells me a lot. Let me try to close some of these other windows. Hold on.
Okay. So yeah, well, I guess I'm just gonna pull up the debate screen then.
You don't gotta put a debate screen up. It's just I fundamentally disagree with Kyle. I believe that people have the right to have their own, especially Kyle, since you agree with me. You totally agree that morality is subjective. You don't believe that it's objective, right? You believe that morality is based on everybody's individual opinions, right? So if it's based on everybody's individual opinions, then how can you sit there and call somebody definitively bigoted?
Well, let's not confuse two things. I absolutely believe that people have the right to say whatever the hell they want to, but they also have to suffer those consequences when they say something stupid. Like you understand because you do that so often.
Well, I don't understand that though, because if morality is subjective and there's no objective moral values, there's no like absolute truth about anything and whatnot. Who's to say that you're wrong about calling him bigoted for what he said? He's right for what he said because that would be considered his truth, right? According to your worldview.
Do you consider what he said right?
Well, from the Christian worldview, absolutely not, because I believe in absolute moral truth. You don't.
I'm still not high enough for this.
Yeah, there's.
You're not, Steve. That's why I said
in moral
today
absolutes, not objective or
this is
subjective.
a little bit out of your pay grade, you know.
Clearly, I don't understand any of the terminology.
G-Man, turn off your camera and turn it back on again.
All right, I'm gonna do that now.
All right.
Or misusing, I should say.
I'm not misusing nothing. If you're saying that your morality is subjective, you're saying everything is according to your opinion. And if everything is according to your opinion, there's no way to know whether or not you're right about what you're saying, Kyle, or whether or not every atheist is right about what he's saying.
Do you know what moral absolutes are?
Yes, I do. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a moral absolute.
Hold on. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I had an audio issue because I added your video. All right, say that again, G-Man.
Yeah, I'll give him an example. Rape is wrong 100% of the time. So if you want to play the definition game, we can do that if you like.
That's not absolutism.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Absolutism is the opposite of
rape. Is absolutely wrong.
Cultural and societal factors. It's a type of deontology. Do you want deontology?
Can you prove that? Can you prove that?
Can you even say deontology?
I mean, this ain't the Non Sequitur show where I'm going to get jumped by 50 people. So I'd like to see you prove that.
In 5 minutes, you've already misused like 6 terminologies.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. You believe in absolute moral values too. I mean, the way you guys talk about Christians on the Non Sequitur show all the time, you guys talk as if that's absolutely
saying no, you haven't doesn't make it true, G-Man. Like you have this problem where you think that saying no, I understand it, or no, I don't understand it, makes it true, and that's just not the way that the world works. Steve has clearly demonstrated where you are.
I'm saying that Emperor Atheist is not a bigot, and I'm saying that that's absolutely.
By the way, it was
because he's entitled to his opinion.
We get that. That's a fellow bigot would say that.
It wasn't
a fellow. Well, how do you know I'm a bigot? According to your worldview.
Because you have said, I don't know how many times, things about the LGBTQ community. Do you remember Jade? and all the things that
I definitely remember telling her to repent. Like I told you to repent, and I said that homosexuality was an abomination. That you need to repent.
I absolutely love sucking dick. What's there to repent of?
Well, here's the thing. You're going against God's nature. You're going against who God is, and you know full well He's real. And number 3, and this is really important. That's disgusting. And the penis was not created.
You should ask Mario about that.
Yeah, that's
the penis was not created so that you as a man can suck it.
Says who? It seems to fit well for me.
You want me to use basic science? Do you want me to use?
But G-Man, basic science would say
organ that was made for a woman, not for a man.
Basic science would say that a man would gag less on a penis than a woman because he has a larger frame and esophagus. So penises might be more made for men's throats than women's throats.
I think you know what? I agree with you, Billy. You want to know why? Because when you're talking about religious science, we're not talking about real science. You're absolutely right about that. Totally right about that.
Cool.
Do you know that? Did you know that homosexuality occurs in almost every species, save a few in nature?
Every species?
Nearly.
Save a few in nature.
Nearly.
That's interesting. Let's talk about cats here for a moment. So you're trying to say that cats are gay?
Some of them.
Okay, and your evidence that they're gay.
Well, you can't say that they're gay. You can't say that they're gay because that implies a relationship. They have homosexual. They engage in homosexual acts.
Yeah,
there are animals that engage in a relationship. If I'm not mistaken, what did I learn today? I learned that.
Okay, do you know if any cats that engage each other out on the weekends?
That you can get 2 wolves. I'm sorry, say that again.
Do you know any cats that sort of have date night and stay monogamous and go on dates? You just brought up the example for cats, so let's stick with cats.
Okay, let's talk about cats then. How do you know that they're gay?
When you have one cat with a penis and the other cat with a penis, and they are engaged in an act that mimics mating, that would be a homosexual. I'll be happy. Hold on, I'll show you a diagram.
Oh. I don't need to see a diagram. That's a big argument you guys have been using for years.
I want to make sure that you get this. I want to make sure that you get this.
No, I don't need to see a diagram. I believe what you're seeing is a cat acting on its instincts and humping something that he's confused about. That is not homosexuality. That is an example of a confused cat. For example, are you going to tell me that cats masturbate because cats knowingly go to like a teddy bear without really knowing what all it's doing is what his instincts tell him to do? What are you talking about?
What does instincts mean?
What does instincts mean?
Yeah,
you want the technical definition of that? It's their in what's ingrained into them.
That's good. You whipped that together really fast.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so if a male cat has sex with another male cat, they're acting on instincts. They're not knowingly doing that.
Tell me everything you know about the Dunning-Kruger effect.
But instincts means
I don't have Dunning-Kruger. Most atheists
have natural drive.
So
he would have to study to get DK. Yeah.
Right. Instincts is that natural drive, right? That animals have.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's great.
If they have an instinct to
hump, to have sex, I know what that is.
That is the equivalent of saying it is natural, correct?
Yes, with a female cat. Okay. However, if you have hold on a minute, Kyle. Hold on a minute. However, if you have a male cat humping another male cat, it is simply acting on his instincts in the sense that is confused. That is doing something with another male cat.
Now,
okay,
man,
are you going to tell me that if I get a teddy bear and I'm not finished yet? Hold on.
Stop right there.
Are you going to tell me that if you get a teddy bear and you see a cat or a dog humping a teddy bear, that it knowingly knows that it's humping another animal?
Oh boy,
that's a horrible argument.
Let's take your example for a second, then. Okay.
Yes.
You said that it's its instincts when it does that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, we agreed that instincts is another term for natural.
Itself.
So it's correct when it does it with a female cat, but when it's a male cat, it's just confused.
No, it's just not natural. The anus was not made for that. That's why the cats have a vagina.
It seems to work pretty well. Do you think that there are heterosexual couples that don't engage in anal sex?
I don't listen. Whatever a heterosexual couple does in their bedroom is their business. As far as homosexuality goes, because
so the anus is made
for
for
that.
that.
As far as and yes, there are heterosexual couples that have anal sex, and I believe that's sin. But as far as two men doing it, as far as two men doing it, that the human anatomy was the male human anatomy was not made for that. I know why you're that way, Kyle.
Please enlighten me.
Well, if you look at studies, and I don't have any in front of me, I shouldn't even have brought this up. But most people who are homosexual are either molested or abused when they were growing up, and they are constantly abusing themselves by allowing themselves to be in those relationships, even up to the age that you're at right now. And if you ever want to have a debate about that,
let's see if this applies to you too. Most people who are as dumb as you were probably dropped on their head as a kid. Were you dropped on your head as a kid? Because I wasn't.
That's your subjective opinion. That's dumb. You have never proven that I'm dumb.
I don't. You do it. You do it yourself.
As a matter of fact, every time I get invited to your one of your little channels or whatever, whether it be McCrae's or yours, and I get to talk to Aaron Raw, right? I assume you believe he's smart, right?
Sure.
I assume you believe he's smart. He's intelligent, right?
Aaron is a very
If he's
smart
so intelligent, why can't this man defend himself and engage in a one-on-one conversation? Why does he feel the need to come on a Non Sequitur show?
With you?
Hold on a minute, and have 9 people. Hold on a minute, and have 9 people, including himself, attack one person. If you guys aren't as intelligent as you say you are, you should be able to create a show where the great Aaron Raw can defend himself one-on-one, which he will not do because he's not intelligent.
He does that.
I can take on 9 people. I have no problem with that.
He does that against opponents who are worthy of his time. You are just for entertainment value, so that's why we bring you in.
I'm entertainment value, yet you or the person standing next to you or Steve McCrae has never proven to me that evolution is true. You never provided those things.
We don't owe you.
None of you guys. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. It's your opinion that I'm dumb.
If we tried.
Tell us.
Hold on a minute, Kyle. It's your opinion that I'm dumb until you actually prove that. And I mean, do it with somebody other than your echo chamber. You got to do it with somebody other than your echo chamber.
Shit, and it's more credible than this God you claim that exists.
You can't prove I'm stupid, dude.
What is proof?
You can call me dumb till you're blue in the face. That's what bullies do.
Oh.
Prove it.
Why are they bullies, G-Man? How are they bullies?
Well, because it takes 10 of them to take on one Christian. They invite one Christian on their show so they can have 10 people attack one person. Ain't that right, Steve?
It's just funny.
No.
Yes, it is.
No,
I can invite 9 of you into my room any day of the week, and I'll be the only person here. I'll let all of you talk.
We have Christians all the time that we don't go after their Christianities. Dr. Sygart, for example.
Your whole channel is all about going after our Christianity.
No, your
channel is more than anything else.
G-Man,
no, your channel does nothing with your all the way from your animations, your cartoons, your advertisements, the people that watch your channel. Your entire channel is designed to attack Christians. But that's all fine and well. You got to practice your religion.
Kind of Christian.
I have a right to practice mine.
Yeah, you're kind of Christian. Yeah, you got to make that distinction.
G-Man, did you?
You're against fundamentalists, people who take the literal interpretation of scripture.
Correct.
G-Man, did you dox these guys?
He tried.
Yes, he did.
They say you dox them. Did you do that?
Dox too.
Kyle.
Kyle name is Kyle on a Non Sequitur show, and Steve's been Steve
you went through your phone and you said the first atheist that I find in my phone, I'm going to show his number, and you did that on that.
Oh no, I don't remember that. You got to show me.
I don't remember that. What? Oh yeah, that one. Oh wait, I don't.
Show me the clips.
I certainly can. We have the video.
I save everything. Show me the clip.
We have the video,
and I'll fess up. Show me the clip.
We will.
So show me the clip right now. We're on the Drunken Peasants. A lot of people watching right now. Show me the clip.
Reds is going to get it. We'll get the.
All right, so look for it. Then let me see it, and then I'll apologize.
Is someone going to send it to me right now?
I apologize to everybody else. But tell me this, Kyle. Why is it wrong for people to talk about atheist personal information and everything when you guys have absolutely no problem whatsoever talking about ours in public?
We've never doxed anybody.
Number one.
You talking about you and Kyle, or you talking about atheists in general?
No, him and I. No.
I don't know full well who I'm talking about.
Something straight here. Atheism is not like Christianity. I don't speak for any other atheist. The only thing that me and any other atheist have in common is the fact that we don't believe that a God exists. Now, the difference between you and I is you doxed me. I've never doxed you. And
that's a mantra.
The funny thing about that entire thing was that so few people watch you. I only got one phone call out of it.
Funny character.
Wait a minute, you said so few people watch me.
Right, they only got one phone call out of it. That was the shitty thing about the entire doxing thing. I expected
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. You said so few people watch me?
Correct.
Okay, so what are you implying when you say that? You said so few people watch me. You trying to say a lot of people watch me or a little people watch me? Because I understand the numbers that you get, but I know you're not trying to disrespect me on here, talking about something that so few people watch me on here.
Remember that whole you can't prove
on the
that
Non Sequitur show real quick and see what the best video is on your channel real quick, because I'm pretty sure my best video is better.
Ken Hovind and Aaron Raw.
Yeah.
And how many views did they get on that?
Probably close to 400,000 right now.
Close to 400,000.
Well, I got a few videos on my channel that's got over 100,000 on them. So don't give me this garbage and nobody's actually watching me. Not to mention, there are atheists on here that know I don't got the foggiest idea who the heck you are.
Wait, and slow your roll. I think we have like, I don't know, 600-700 people watching. That's typical of what we get for Non Sequitur 2. You generally get what, about 10 people watching?
I get about 30 to about 50.
Oh, you hit 31. Oh, congratulations. You hit 31.
But it's not, it's not about that.
Steve,
I'm just saying, I was just making the point.
How did you make your name on YouTube, Steve?
How
did you make your name on YouTube?
By knowing my shit.
No. You and I'm very, please don't kick me out of here until I finish saying this. You got known on here by going back and forth with true empiricism.
No, I did not.
Nobody. So don't even try it, dude. What you guys do is you ride on Christians. You get your little 500 to 1,000 subscribers, then you pretend and act like we had nothing to do with your success.
I was around long before.
Everybody that's sub to you is sub to me too, dude.
I have the video.
Everybody in the great debate community knows who I am too. So whatever, dude.
Let's check this out. Let's see. Let's see if this is Sal. Let's see.
Oh shit.
Let's see if this is Sal.
Hold on.
Let's see.
Oh shit. You can sit there and play make believe in your brain all you want, Steve. You know the deal, man.
What is that sound?
And the funny thing about it is, Steve, if you count the videos
he's gonna keep
my
a
channel,
tally of how many people
and if you add what the Drunken Peasants has done with my rap videos and what some of these other channels have done, I'm kicking y'all behind. So whatever.
So this is what we're gonna do here. If Dragnut, if Dragnut does not do something about that video on his YouTube channel, you guys about to learn some things about Dragnut. You guys about to learn some things about Hannah, Redline, and I don't care how mad they get at me. You get mad at this guy. Okay? I know Redline's real name. I know what Hannah looks like, and all of you are about to know what she looks like too. On camera. Right. If it's okay for you to use my real name, then it's okay for me to use your real name. And guess what? I can delete this afterward just like you can, Dragnut. Now you want to play with me?
Okay, so here's all right.
Okay, so where's the Kyle part?
So to show everybody that I'm not playing around, Hannah, you're first, okay? Hannah's real name is Hannah. Okay, that's her real name. And yes, I know where she lives in New York. I'll be showing her in person with my camera, and I will put a live show on where she lives.
Do you know which point it's at?
No, he doesn't. Because according to him, I put his real name out there.
Hannah.
My real name's already out there, G. So, you put my number.
I call you Kyle.
Just give me a second.
I know you as Kyle.
That is my real name. You put my number out there.
Oh, so show me that then. Show me where I said that this is Kyle's phone number.
It's getting there.
And they have to have still shots and pictures of us in New York.
I'm not sure where it's at, though.
Oh, okay.
That jerk. Then I'm going to be one.
Yeah, I wish someone could get me the timestamp.
I wonder how long I got to be in.
It keeps a tally, though. If you look at by the end of the video, how many people that he doxes by the end of it, it's like it's over 8.
Tell me something, Kyle. Why did I do it?
Because you're an idiot.
That's why I did it, because I'm an idiot? Yes. I didn't do it for no other reason beside that, according to you?
There's no excuse to dox somebody. I don't care what.
Really? Really?
Right.
So what if they're doxing you? No. I'm serious, Kyle. As an atheist, if Dragnut would get on here right now and tell everybody where you live and his address, and you knew all of his information too, how are you going to respond? I see how you respond about your homosexuality. So tell me something.
G-Man, that sounds way more like an eye for an eye rather than turn the other cheek, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute because I've already admitted my wrong to that. But what atheists love to do is talk about what I've done and ignore what they did. That's why I'm asking him why.
What did I do, G-Man?
I'm pretty sure he doesn't know. And the only idiot in this room right now is Kyle if he doesn't know. Why did I do it, Kyle?
I don't know. I didn't do anything to you.
Okay, so you don't know. So who are you to call me an idiot? The reason why I put everybody information out there is because atheists made it a regular habit for the last 3 years to either put my name in the title of your videos.
Was I here?
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute.
Was I here? No, was I here for 3
You
years?
gotta prove that I said something about you.
I'm only concerned about me.
The bottom line is you guys been doc dropping me for the last 3 to 4 years on YouTube.
What did I do?
And I've been quiet for 3 to 4 years, and then you want to pretend and make believe like I just did it because I felt like doing it. That's intellectually dishonest, and that makes you look like a monster.
What did
whether
I
you
do?
know it or not.
See, you can't answer me because there's no answer. What did I do to you, G-Man?
Prove that I said your name, or that I put your phone number on there. Prove it.
No,
You
I'm
haven't
just
proved
making it up.
yet.
I'm just making it up.
No, I want you to prove it. I asked for evidence. Steve McRae failed to give it. Where is your evidence?
Don't remember whether you did.
Got to do with me.
That is the story of your life. Until you actually show me the clip, then I didn't do anything, and there's no need for me to apologize. If you want me to apologize for something I didn't do, maybe I might do that. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I didn't bring you into it. I'm pretty sure.
No, you did. You released his phone number. You
Okay,
really
Steve,
did.
show me, please. Show me where I said this is Kyle and this is his phone number. Show me where I said that. This is going to be a long night, guys, because they're going to be looking for a long time.
And you threatened just on that video clip to dox Hana, to dox Redline.
That's
you
right.
You had tried to get me evicted once.
Tried to get you evicted from.
If someone can find me like
Right?
the
You
exact
deny that?
timestamp,
No.
that would be helpful.
You have no morals. You really don't. You have no ethical considerations of any kind.
I have no ethical consideration of any kind. So
Did I
here's the
use
thing.
big words you're not familiar with?
So in the atheist worldview, this is what I'm interested in. Why is it that you guys focus on the action, but you guys don't focus on the instigation? You guys don't focus on what the cause was. Because I notice that you guys tend to ignore that a lot. You guys don't focus on causes at all.
So you're appealing to Machiavellianism?
I'm not appealing to nothing. What I'm saying to you is that this is how you're presenting it.
Yeah.
I got no choice.
What
Wait a minute, Steve. This is how you're presenting it, Steve. You're presenting it. G-Man dots people. The end. You ain't put nothing else there.
You just literally gave out Hana's name. You doxed her, did you not?
So I'm gonna say this again. According to Steve McRae, G-Man dots people. The end. That is the very definition of what a liar is, Steve.
So let's ask you a direct question, because I know you have aversions to answering direct questions, which means answering in the form of.
I don't have aversions.
Oh.
You're hard of hearing. That's why you got all that gray hair.
Because I'm in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
Did you not give out Hana's actual name?
Yes, I did. I told everybody her first, last name, and her address. Because you want to know why? She gave everybody my information. Are you aware of that? Yes or no?
So Hammurabi's code, eye for an eye, fuck Christianity. Got
No, that's not what it is.
That's exactly what
Shannon would probably agree with
I'm going to let you speak, Steve, and I'm going to let you live in La La Land into lying land, and then when you're done, I'm going to respond to that. You're lying right now.
They think that you had against you, and you're taking it about on other people that literally had nothing to do with anything. Because Kyle's only been around for about a year and a half, right? He was not part of the crew that was involved in any of the shit that you were involved with, and you're holding over things that have happened from other people, and you're holding him responsible. What kind of fuckery is that?
Okay, so let's talk about this now, all right? Again, the way the atheists are talking about this, you guys are saying that G-Man dogs people. The end.
Good.
Number one, wait a minute, Steve. Hold on a minute. How old are you, Steve?
Old enough to know better.
Okay, so I'm assuming you're either my age, or you're a little bit older. I think it's safe to say that, right? You're either my age or you're a little bit older. Let me tell you why what you're doing is intellectually dishonest, okay? Number one, you dishonest. By the way, you're part of number one, by the way, sir. Steve, hold on a minute, Steve, because I'm glad we're talking about this. You are just as guilty as the rest of these people on here. Because you and several other YouTubers on here has used my real name on your YouTube platforms multiple times. Wait a minute, Steve. Wait a minute, Steve. So according to you, because I'm a Christian, I'm supposed to sit back and do nothing.
Man, have you
do this for over 3 to 4
You're supposed to turn the other
years.
cheek because you're a Christian.
You're the equivalent of a human kazoo.
You do this over 3 and 4 years, and then you think that you're supposed to get off scot-free. That's not reality. That's not real life. You don't know nothing about my faith whatsoever, dude. You're a liar, and the truth ain't in you.
Have you used your real name on videos with your PayPal, not your entire real name?
Steve, did I give you permission? Did I give you permission to use my real name on your YouTube
That's
channel?
not how
Yes
it works.
or no?
That's not how it works.
Steve, I'm asking you a question, Steve. Did I give you permission to use my real name on your YouTube channel or not?
I've never used. Go look at my YouTube channel. Do I have a name?
Dude, you have to use my real name. God knows how many different times on that platform of yours. Stop.
You are driving.
And I am not referring to the Non Sequitur show. I'm referring to that great debate community garbage.
Go ahead.
You are the best thing that ever
That's
happened.
dying every day.
You make shit up on the fly, like it's amazing. The kind of
I don't make up stuff on the fly. The bottom line is that you guys are trying to say that I'm dot dropping people for the sake of dot dropping people. That is being intellectually dishonest. What you should be saying is, well, guys, there's another YouTuber by the name of Dragnut. There's these other YouTubers on here that are using his real name and putting his real information on here, even to the point of calling my job. This is something else that you talk about. Wait a minute, time out. So Ben and Billy, did they tell you about the fact that they called my job and got me fired? No, wait a minute, Steve. Hold on a minute, Steve. Did they talk about the fact that they called my job and got me fired? Did they talk about the fact that I was given a house and they participated in getting me evicted? Did they talk about any of that? No, they did not.
Hold on, let's see.
But they want to sit there and they want to talk to me about what I've done, but they want to ignore what their community has done.
Let's see what this says.
Kyle.
I'm actually one of those.
Is proper.
No, I'm
Kyle's phone number.
Okay, there it is.
What's your opinion about these people on my job and getting fired?
G-Man.
What's your opinion of that?
G-Man, hold on, listen.
Let me see something. Well, those are all Christians. I can't give you their information.
Here we go.
Kyle. Let me give you guys his proper. That's Kyle's phone number, guys. You know, I could play this game too all day long. And show
I owe Kyle an apology, even though I think I made a video apologizing to everybody. I apologize for putting your phone number and your name online. Now, can we be intellectually honest for a moment about why that day even happened to begin with? Are you going to talk about how a YouTuber by the name of Gary Ridgway?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Your great debate community. That's part of your great debate community that got fired.
I think I made a video apologizing to you now. Now it just hits you. You're a fucking liar. You do this
I'm not a liar. You guys fucking accuse Christians while acting like you guys don't do nothing yourself.
Never changed, man. Never fucking changed because we're driving more people to
Kyle, whatever.
Anybody else on fucking YouTube ever could.
And then you also think you're an atheist too, whatever. So anyway, so let me ask you something, Billy.
Right. Atheists don't exist.
If somebody called you job and got you fired and started putting all of your personal information on YouTube, we know who already did that according to you, Ben. How would you react, Ben? Would you be upset? Would you be a little frosty about that? Would you be a little salty about that? If somebody had information on YouTube? Because I do believe on the what's that show you got?
Did we call your work? Dumbass. Did we
alter
call your
perspective or whatever? Somebody
call
on YouTube?
G-Man, did Kyle and I ever call your work?
Steve, you use my real name.
That's not
in your community.
Did we ever?
They're in your community.
Did we? No,
your community.
Hang on.
How do you know that they're their community?
The president of the great debate community. These are in your community.
Then you're equally responsible for those Catholics.
Who's responsible for it? Because he never worked anywhere.
But G-Man, if it was their community,
he actually encouraged it. And while I don't have my videos now, I can take this later and prove that Steve McCrae's full of it. I got no problem doing that, Steve, because I still got my videos searched, so don't even go there.
If it was their community, it was still 1 degree separation from guilt, right? You did it yourself, right? You can't blame it on your community. They can, if you blame it on their community, that's still 1 degree separation. You personally made the choice to bounce back, right? Like
right, yes. And I accept that, and I own my responsibility. I own the fact that these people, because actually Dragnut was actually in the video, and he was in the act of saying my name over and over and over again. I asked him once not to do it, asked him twice not to do it again. And the third time, let me finish, and asked him a 4th time. But you also got to remember, this has been going on for years with these people in my community. Not my community.
Not Kyle.
Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. In the atheist community, these guys don't have no respect for nobody. So I said there's only one way to stop them. And believe it or not, since that day, they have been on their good behavior because they know what I'll do if they try me on this now.
You think it's because of you? You think it's because of what you did that they're
I know is what I did, and I know I'm not the only person that's willing to do it anymore. Because the fact of the matter is, the atheist community believes that they can do whatever they want online, even to stalking people and getting them fired from their jobs. And people think that's funny. You're gonna see how not so funny
the
that
level
is.
to which you are stupid is outstanding.
You can call me stupid all you want. I'm not the person that believes that I share a common ancestor with a watermelon. So you can sit there and believe. You can call me stupid all you want.
No, but
I believe that I'm made in the image of God. You believe you're made in the image of a watermelon. Big deal.
Are you saying you don't like watermelon?
You're stupid, okay?
I love watermelon. It's fucking delicious.
I love watermelon too, but I'm never gonna say it's my brother or my sister or my cousin or nothing.
Yeah.
I would never be so dumb to say something like that to somebody's face.
No one says that.
G-Man, let me ask you a question.
Yes, you do.
Let me ask you a question.
Say that you share a common ancestor.
If God came to you and said, "Look, I've got this lost soul over here. He doesn't know who I am, but I'm going to give you the opportunity to take his place in hell." Would you be Christ-like and take that lost soul's place in hell?
Most Christians would.
You think so?
Most Christians would.
We've asked a lot of Christians, and we haven't got too many yeses on that.
Well, most Christians would. A lot of them are probably not are not familiar about what the Bible teaches about love and about self-sacrifice. A lot of us would. A lot of us would take on the torment for them if it meant that they would wake up. The problem with that is that biblically speaking, that's not possible. Christ already did that.
Yeah, we agree.
And every time you reject Christ, hold on a minute. And every time you reject Christ, you basically say, "I'm fine with going to hell." So, hey, you're a grown man. You're capable of making your own decisions. You want to be tormented day and night? That's your business.
Now, let me ask you this question: is it rational to think that the simple act of disbelief warrants an eternity of torment?
Yes and no.
That's a good answer because that says nothing.
Okay. So let me explain why it's yes first. Yes, because you have more than enough evidence to know that God is real. And if you would stop pretending and stop suppressing information, you would accept the fact that he's real, at least publicly anyway, instead of doing it in here. The reason why I say no, because it depends on what you're not believing. Simply believing in God that he exists ain't getting you in heaven. I'm sorry. Believing that God is real ain't getting you in heaven, which I already believe you already think he's real.
Do you have to dox people in his name to get into heaven?
But I'm sorry, say that again?
Do you have to dox people in his name to get into heaven? Like, do you have to be like, I'm going to dox you?
The reason why I did what I did, whether you want to accept this or not, is because other people for the last 3 years were doxing me. That went in this ear and out that one. I understand that.
I don't know. I thought
other people doxed you, so you doxed them.
I thought it was turn the other cheek, not eye for an eye. I didn't know.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question, G-Man. If you're God, right, and you created people, you love people. And I believe you adhere to like Bible literacy, right? You believe the whole Adam and Eve story, right?
Yes, I do. Okay, and I know you're not going to try to debate me on scripture when I know you haven't even read it.
Just hold on. Okay.
All right, okay.
If you're God and you create this world, and we're just going to assume it's round just for a second, right? And you've put two people here.
Oh,
right. And you know for a fact.
What is that?
As this is
that looks like a face.
Kyle doesn't fuck with Pangea.
Like a mouth.
What
is it?
Kyle doesn't fuck with Pangea.
Right. Yeah.
That's really the Earth, really?
Yes.
Well, G-Man was going flat Earth. You do remember this, right? So maybe it's a shit using him.
I'm not flat Earth.
Here's Adam.
I'm lying.
Here's Adam and here's Eve, right? Now, as God, since I know everything, I know for a fact that Eve is going to partake.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Right. This is Adam and Eve. Since I'm God and I know everything, I know that.
Do you know what that means? That he knows everything?
Hold on. Yes. Hold on. Just bear with me a second. I know that Eve is going to eat of the fruit, right? So why, as God, would I put the tree right here in the middle of the two people when I have this entire planet to put that tree at? Why put it right in between the two people that I know it's going to tempt?
Okay, number one, when the Bible talks about God knowing everything, the way you described it and the way we understand it are two entirely different things. So you want me to talk about your straw man, or you want me to talk about what
I want you to tell me how you understand it.
Okay, yes, God knows everything. God knows that if Adam and Eve were to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, what he would have to do if they did it. The reason why the tree was put there to begin with was to show the angels and anyone else at that particular time, even Adam and Eve themselves, that mankind had the ability to choose between God and to choose against God.
Now, before she ate of that fruit, they didn't know what sin was, right?
Yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did.
Did they?
Yeah.
Knowledge.
Oh, really? Somebody said liar, liar. Oh, now I got some theologians in here. Good. So tell me something. What's the definition of sin? No. I mean, since they didn't know what sin was, one of the definitions of sin is transgression against the law. We also know that the other definition of sin is falling short of the mark, right? Mm-hmm. Adam and Eve were told not to eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and then the day that they would eat from it, that they would surely die. Okay? So they knew that if they ate from the tree, I'm talking about Adam and Eve, that if they ate from the tree, they would be sinning against God. They did have knowledge about it. Now, you can still laugh all you want, but please explain to me why I'm wrong.
So they already had the knowledge then?
They had knowledge because God told them.
Ah, okay.
They didn't have knowledge of good and evil. They just had knowledge that if they ate that, it would be...
they had knowledge of good and evil.
It's
good
like
is obeying
it's
God,
like knowledge
is being disobedient to God.
So why didn't God just forgive them?
What is so funny?
You called yourself a liar, and then you said
I didn't call myself a liar. I know the trick question that he's asking.
No, you really did.
He's basing that on the straw man.
No,
he's basically trying to trap me with this nonsense saying that. He's basically trying to trap me with the trick question regarding whether or not they already have the knowledge of good and evil. That wasn't his original question.
That was the side question.
His original question was if God. Wait a minute. His original question was if God knew, if God knows everything, then why would he put the tree in the middle of the garden if he knew that they was going to eat from it? That was his original question. Then he twisted what he said to try to make me sound like I don't know what I'm talking about as far as good and evil. I've been with you guys for 6 years now. Come on.
It was a side question. But why did he do that? Why did he still put it there?
He put it there so that the angels and that Adam and Eve themselves could see that they actually love God, and you would have to read the totality of the totality of God's word to come to that.
To see that they actually love
God. I'm talking about from Genesis to Revelation.
Did they not love God prior to that?
As a matter of fact, in 1 John it says that this is the love of God. That we obey His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous.
G-Man, slow down.
I'm gonna say this again because this is gonna get ignored. In 1 John chapter 5 verse 3, it says, it says that, but this is the love of God.
So he doesn't have to answer.
Hold on a minute.
It's rolling. Okay,
wait a minute. Hold on a minute. In 1 John chapter 5 verse 3, it says, "For this is the love of God."
Don't worry, Kyle. I'm gonna get away from it.
For this is the love of God.
We'll get back.
To keep His commandments, and His commandments are not grievous. If they're being obedient to God, then they love Him. If they're being disobedient to Him, then they don't love Him. Do you understand that? That is why the tree was put there to begin with.
To show who loved God and who didn't.
Right.
So they didn't love God before.
He put it there as a way.
Yes, again.
For them and the angels, I'm assuming that's the only ones that was there.
No, Steve.
For them, the angels and the demons to be able to see the difference between loving God and not loving God.
Now, why didn't Jesus?
Now, if you guys want to play stupid and ask questions and act like you don't know what I'm talking about and whatnot, Ben, before I leave, I would love to talk about evolution for a little bit and show them how they sound to me.
Sure.
Really.
I have no problem.
Why didn't God say, okay, you shouldn't have done that, but I'm not going to go through thousands of years of famine and disease and
what did he
sin.
say?
He could have said, "Hey, my bad for putting it there. I should have put it somewhere else."
What did he say, Kyle?
I have no idea. What did he say?
No. You're making a claim. What did he say? You said, "Why didn't he just do this?" So what did he say?
He did the sin thing.
You're presupposing that your brand of morality is right in this matter.
The sin exists or not?
The sin exists or not? God would actually allow to happen.
Is sin now relative?
Does sin exist or not?
It's just
sin does exist. Yes.
Okay. So
as a matter of fact, sin existed. Sin existed before Adam and Eve ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
So why
you know
didn't he do the opposite?
Story about Lucifer or anything like that? You would know that.
Okay, so why doesn't, if God's all powerful, why doesn't he just go ahead and kill Satan and close hell up?
Can we deal with what you said prior to that, though? Because you made a claim.
Oh,
you
please,
said
yes.
That why would God allow thousands of years of all this stuff going
Sure.
on? You assume that everything that God allowed to happen was a waste of time and was bad to do.
Yes, I do.
Why? With your subjective morality, please.
Yes. Tell me why I'm wrong.
According to your worldview, you're not wrong. But neither is Steve.
I know. I'm asking you to tell me why I'm wrong.
Neither am I. Neither is anybody in the world. There's no such thing as wrong in your worldview.
Okay, so you don't have an answer.
I do
That's
have
not what subjective morality
is. Why waste my time giving it to you so you can hit me up with 900 questions after that?
Okay, that's okay. So then we
I
can
know
move on.
you're used to dealing with rookies, sir, but I'm not one.
You want to move on?
So come on.
I know.
No, you'd have to practice to make it
move on.
You don't got no clue.
Do you want to move on?
Yeah, sure.
wanna
Let's
say that
move,
again?
let's move on. G-Man, so you said you wanted to
Yeah, I like to talk about evolution here for a moment. I got a question for him.
all right, so
I got a question for him.
we'll do this for like another 15 minutes, and then we're going to Twitch to do our post show after that.
Okay, then I'll leave. Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, cool. So Kyle, where's your? And by the way, I don't want Steve answering this. I don't want Billy answering this, and Ben. This is what I'm talking about. You gotta learn how to be a man and answer this stuff yourself. You know what I mean? So let's just try this once in your life.
Totally.
Where are your transitional forms to prove that evolution is true?
There's several of them, many of them.
Okay, where are they? That's a claim. Where are they?
Go to the fossil record.
The fossil record. Where's the fossil record at?
You are a transitional fossil.
I'm not dead. I'm not a fossil. So I'm not a fossil. I'm not a transitional fossil record. Where's your fossils?
Museums, rocks.
Okay, what we see in museums are supposed to be like plastic.
Do you know why they do that, G-Man?
They're supposed to be like plastic copies of the originals.
Right. Do you know why they do that?
Where are the originals?
They're there, but they.
Where are they? I've been to the museum. Where are they?
If you're gonna ask me a question, you're gonna let me answer it.
No, you don't like when people do this to you, do you?
No, I don't.
You don't like when people do this to you.
No, I don't.
Okay, great. So where's your transitional forms?
They're in museums.
Where in the museums?
In the archives.
And where's the archives?
Do you know why they put up the casts of fossils though?
I've heard the claim, but I've never seen a fossil before.
Because of the weight and because of the fragility of those fossils.
So where are the fossils then?
I found fossils literally on the ground before.
So where are the fossils?
I just told you.
You told me that they're in the archive.
You keep thinking you're going to get a different answer every time you ask the same question.
No. I'm serious. Where's the archive at?
In every museum, they have an archive.
So you obviously don't know this. And I'm going to go to Steve. You're in the basement, right? They're supposed to be in the basement of the museum. So Steve, let me get to you, Steve.
It's the same thing as a fucking archive.
Have you ever asked for a tour? Have you ever asked for a tour of...
Thunderfoot, how you doing, dude? Because you're next.
For a tour of where they actually clean the fossils. Have you ever gone to a museum and said, hey, you know what? I would like to, have a tour of that. Somebody may offer it. Have you ever asked?
I don't believe you have any fossils.
I've been to a natural history museum where they extracted dinosaur bones from rock. There were tons of people who would volunteer to do it, and you could watch them do it. They had a big window, and you could watch them all.
How do you know that they were dinosaur bones?
Oh my God!
Because
faith.
Because they were.
This is the same guy that
God told me to wait.
I'm asking a legitimate question. How do you know that they were dinosaur bones?
Giants. That the Smithsonian was hiding giants.
Yeah, he literally.
I'm asking a serious question. How do you know that they were dinosaur bones?
Kyle, please tell them that story.
Oh yes, he literally read from
now we're moving to goalposts.
A satire website that said the Smithsonian was guilty of covering up giant bones, and it said on the website that he quoted, "This is a satirical
giant."
Website.
Oh, okay. So he
so how do you know that the bones that you were looking at were dinosaur bones?
Because they said that they were dinosaur bones. And they actually showed
carbon dating.
Yeah. How old?
They're big lizards.
There's a tattoo that they have.
Okay, great. So
and
they
reassembled.
Okay, check this out. My pastor told me yesterday that Jesus Christ was walking down the street yesterday, so I believe it.
Where's the body? We can show you the fossil.
But I don't need all of that. You haven't shown me a bone. You haven't shown me any proof of anything. Why should I show you any of that if you can't even show me one transitional form? There's supposed to be millions of them. Where are they? Oh, isn't Aaron Ross supposed to be supposed to be good at paleontology? See, that's why I want him one-on-one, because Aaron Ross would never be able to deal with me, because Aaron Ross can't provide any evidence for that stuff at all.
Please, never change. You do our job for us.
No, I don't.
I gotta admit,
I've been on the Drunken Peasants before. I know well what I'm doing and who
we know.
The straightism of all time. You put the new atheist to shame.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I don't create because if I created atheists, I would have 1 million subscribers, and people would be saying, "G-Man, keep up the good work."
Oh, there have been.
Tell me something, Steve. Why do you presuppose God? Tell me something, Colin, Steve. Why do you guys presuppose God before you start your YouTube videos on Non Sequitur show?
We don't.
Yes, you do. Because in order for you to say that he's immoral or that religion, that God does this, God does that,
the claims that are brought to us. We don't make any.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You presuppose that he's real before you criticize him all the time.
Understand a concept between something being real and the concept itself, the idea of something.
Okay.
Let me
Ben,
finish.
can I ask you a question, Ben?
Let me finish for because I'm enjoying my book and bring me the fuck down. Okay, so you have something along the lines of a concept, okay? The concept of Superman. That doesn't mean Superman actually exists. I can say Superman sucks. I happen to like Superman, but I can say something about him that's, pejorative or invective against it, even though he doesn't exist. I don't have to presuppose his existence. Is that a really difficult concept to understand?
Like fuck Darth Vader. He's an asshole.
Two things. Well, no, I'm not. You are, and you need to repent.
I said
seriously.
Darth
You need
Vader,
a woman, dude. You really need a woman. So anyway, so Ben, let me ask you a question, Ben. Do you believe that God, the God of the Bible, is the most evil, vindictive person in all of fiction? Because I honestly, I don't remember everything that Richard Dawkins said.
Thanos.
In all of fiction, I mean, like fiction can imagine pretty much anything, right? So
yes, at least you understand that.
So pretty bad. He killed half.
Actually, I would say Cersei Lannister.
But atheists lie on a regular basis to say that God is immoral, but when Thanos snaps his finger and kills half the universe, you know what I mean? He's a good guy. Or
Thanos was not actually the good guy, right?
Destroy a whole planet. He's a good guy, and that's why they spend all this time going after this fictional God when they don't say nothing about Thanos. They don't say nothing about Sidious. They don't say nothing about nobody else. You want to know why? Because
what?
People that are having
Hold the phone.
Yeah.
Did you just say that atheists cheer for Thanos and Darth Sidious because
there are
they hate
people out
God?
there that love Sidious. They don't say anything evil about him, and there are people out there that love Thanos.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with this.
He's generally accepted.
I went to a movie with an atheist.
Do we have countries that
you're a human kazoo?
He didn't make one.
Do we have like politicians trying to institute law according to Thanos in our country?
And every atheist on YouTube wants to make a YouTube video talking about it. That's why I know you're presupposing that he's real in order to talk about him. So Steve, try again, dude. Seriously. Mm-hmm. You've been around me a lot longer than a lot
G-Man, I have a question for you. Can I ask you a question? Do you subscribe? Sure. Do you subscribe to intelligent design?
Yes, I do.
So why did God put the male erogenous zone in the anus if he doesn't want gay like butt stuff?
We talking about the
well, he designed the butt. The G spot is in the male's butt, and if you stimulate it, even in a prison rape scenario, guys will ejaculate from the friction of their anus being raped. Even so, like that's designed there. It's not something about somebody conditioned because they were molested as a child. There's a fucking button in the butthole that God put there.
Spot?
Yeah, the G-man spot. God put a button in the butthole to make the man feel pleasure from anal sex.
Well, actually,
that's his design, right?
That so-called button is supposed to react to your penis getting off on a woman when you're trying to have kids.
No, it's the prostate.
I think you're confused.
That is the whole point of having sex, and that is to have intimacy with a woman and to procreate. If everybody was like Kyle, we will all extinct in one generation.
G-Man, can God make Kyle not gay?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Can God make Kyle not gay?
God didn't make Kyle gay. Kyle chose to be gay.
Can God cure the gay?
Kyle made a conscious decision
really
to want to date other guys instead of doing
you had a decision not to be
women
I've ever heard
procreate.
You had to decide that.
Suck his dad's dick like Joe.
No, I'm serious. So
you're denying.
If Kyle's with a woman one time, Kyle will forget all about these guys. So,
you think?
He also needs a lot of therapy about what happens.
Burst your bubble. I was almost engaged to a woman. I dated her for 3 years, and you know what I did? I laid in my bed at night next to that girl, and I looked up at the ceiling, and I don't know how many times I said, "I don't want to be gay anymore. If I do the right things, if I get married, if I have kids, will you please take it away from me?" And you know what? Nothing ever changed. Okay. Do you know why?
You know why? Because you made a conscious decision to be gay.
Doesn't exist.
You made a conscious decision to be gay.
But G-Man,
and if that's your argument that God doesn't exist because he told you no, that's weak.
Are you
denying?
Somebody
else, dude.
Are you denying the G-spot in the male anus?
And by the way, I can give you more evidence that my God is real than you can for any fossils that you claim you have. Because you ain't got none. You got zero. You don't even know where your fossils are. I knew they was in the basement. You thought they're in the archive. Like, are you serious?
They're in the basement. G-Man.
Archive.
Are you saying the G-spot doesn't exist in the male anus? Are you saying that?
I didn't say that. I said that the G-spot works with the penis, and mainly with the penis when you're having sex with a woman.
A finger will do the job
of having the ultimate form of intimacy, and then 2, for procreation.
But intimacy has nothing to do with that button God put in the guy's butthole, right? Did God put the button in the butthole just like he put the fruit in the Garden of Eden? There to tempt us into the knowledge.
Butthole fruit.
Is that butthole fruit?
Yourself up before you can have anal sex.
I've never done it.
Lube yourself up and have anal sex.
I'll show you later.
I've never done it. I don't know.
You won't, sir. No, you won't. No, you will not. You need to repent, Kyle. Seriously.
Listen,
you know,
Gator,
you're probably a really good person,
with you.
but dude, you need a woman.
You may be fooling most people.
So you're saying G-Man's been on the
You're
down?
supposed to be a comedian, Kyle. You told me when I first met you, you was a comedian.
G-Man.
You haven't told a joke since you've been on YouTube.
G-Man was one of the godly bros, I think.
Sass that you have.
He is sassy. Yes, he is a little sassy.
We know where that comes from.
You know, whatever. No, you don't.
Yeah, like so you're saying
I know more about you than you know about me.
Kyle,
you, okay?
Kyle, so you're saying G-Man has gay characteristics that you're picking up on?
Yes, my Gator pings like a motherfucker.
Okay, what are some other examples? You said sassiness.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, you know, this year when they're having their gay pride parade, I really hope you enjoy my evangelism video I'm going to make when I actually go out there and deal with them. When I'm telling those people that they need to repent or they're going to burn in hell for all of eternity.
By the time we're done, we'll make you G-Man.
Let's get G-Man, can we turn G-Man into a leather man? Can we get G-Man some ashless leather chaps?
Boy, not to be around 2 male homosexuals who are capable of molesting them.
I want G-Man to grow a Freddie Mercury mustache.
What?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Holy fuckery.
For fuck's sake.
And that's why I'm glad I could do this here, because I would have never got an invite on the Non Sequitur show to say this to him. I'd have never got
reasons for that.
Good old Kyle's avoiding me.
We have higher standards, I guess. I'm
avoiding you because you're an idiot, not because.
Listen to me, dude. Number 1, you don't know what an idiot is, and then number 2,
yes, I do.
And number 2, you haven't demonstrated that I'm an idiot. When you actually do that, then you get to call me that.
I don't have to demonstrate.
You said that the fossil record was in the archive. You said that the fossil. You said that fossils were in the archive. You didn't even know that they keep them in the basement of the museum. I know that because I've actually been to a museum. Have you actually been there?
Oh, yes, and the live chat's reminding me. The live chat is reminding me that I've actually called you out twice. Remember last time I was on?
Yeah, I remember.
Anytime you want to go on modern day debates and get owned like Negation the P did, no problem, dude.
Why would I go on modern day debates when I have my own?
You absolutely are horrible at arguing atheism. As a matter of fact, Ben, you remember the episode of the Drunken Peasants when I was on here and I said that there was a certain atheist that said that you can believe in a God and still be an atheist? Did you know that Steve McRae was that person that I was talking about?
Yeah, actually, I brought it to his attention. That's the reason why I wanted.
No, let's have that chit chat, Steve. Let's have that chit chat so I can accuse Ben of being a theist. Let's do it right now.
We don't have much time left, so if you have anything else to say, say it soon in the next 5 minutes or so.
He believes that naturalistic gods. He believes that naturalistic gods is that the atheist can believe in naturalistic gods and still be an atheist.
You didn't join us when I was on here 2 hours waiting for you to come in, and you actually started your own.
You're not like high on my priority list, dude. You're not really high on my list.
And
you're not.
G-Man wins. G-Man wins again.
You're not on my you're not high on my priority list, Steve.
G-Man wins again.
I don't want to be on any of your list.
I can talk to Steve like this because I've been dealing with Steve for a long time. And I think
G-Man, you win. G-Man,
but you on the other hand, Kyle, you got a lot to learn, dude.
Atheists don't exist.
Can you please explain to Ben how you can believe in a God and still be an atheist?
For the rest of the
Explain
show,
to Ben how he can
probably
believe in
wouldn't
God and still be an
because
atheist.
he never shuts the fuck up.
All hail G-Man.
He's done it. We've watched him. He seems it's all quiet, but he'll go on for this. He'll fill
God is so proud right now. He's so proud. You did so good.
I never said any of that. Those are your words. Never said anything like that.
You did so good, G-Man.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
So we only got 2 minutes left. So
I didn't win and I didn't lose. I'm just on here to have a conversation.
Hang on. Did you or did you not? And I have video. And I think I did send it to Ben once. Did you or did you not threaten to come on to these Drunken Peasants and not mention being my name and lie to people about my particular beliefs, saying I'll have, quote, 1 million people laughing at you morons? Did you not? Because I have.
I said that I was going to come on the Drunken Peasants and say to everybody that you believe that you can believe in a God and still be an atheist.
And I've said this to you, that you can believe in a God and still be an atheist.
Yes, you did.
Except by this, because Billy, who I actually
now, mind you, you don't have to say it word for word. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. You don't got to say it word for word in order for it to be true.
Word for word, Steve.
You don't got to say it word for word in order for it to be true.
Word for word.
Phrase the shit out of it. Not really.
You know, Einstein didn't say E equals MC squared word for word. That's not what he said word for word.
I tell you what, did Darwin say that we share a common ancestor with the watermelon? No, he didn't, but that's what he believed.
I'm not high.
So, whatever.
I need more. This can't be.
Darwin never said, Darwin, in none of his writings did he ever say specifically word for word that you share a common ancestor with the watermelon. However, that is what he believes. That is what you believe, and that is what Kyle believes. That's why every time he calls me an idiot, and I remind him that you're the one who believes that you share a common ancestor with a rock. As long as you believe that, dude, you can call me an idiot. I would never go to another human being and say that to their face. I would never.
What your ancestor, the Rock, is cooking.
Yeah, 643 debates to 0.
So.
G-Man.
By the way, that joke has been dead since the Amazing Atheist has been on here. That's not funny no more.
G-Man.
G-Man wins. G-Man wins. G-Man wins.
So, Steve, can a person believe in a naturalistic God and still be an atheist?
G-Man, please stop destroying us. You've done too much.
He's
can a person
already
believe in a naturalistic God and be an atheist? Now,
oh shit, that was the timer. That was my timer.
There you go.
Oh, sorry, we're out of time.
Man, I'm glad that's over, man. That was.
But he was trying to call me out for 2 hours on the last show, but he couldn't even answer the question.
Oh
man, my head is spinning.
G-Man, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for taking these boys to school today.
Yeah.
I didn't take them to school today.
So we're gonna let G-Man go here. We're gonna thanks for being on, G-Man. We should actually. What do you want to say, Steve? We don't have to go right away.
No, I got nothing to say. I mean, look here's the thing. I've already addressed this numerous times. He knew that he lied. He said he was going to come on.
No, I did not lie.
And like I said, he said he was going to come on here, not use my name, tell people I said something that I never said. He even said that he wasn't quoting me. It had anonymity between Billy and I, because again, I was emotionally distraught for quite some time that Billy thought I was dumb. He called me a dum-dum. And we patched things up, and I forgave him, and hug it all out and stuff like that.
And I'm not the only person that he disagrees on his definition of atheism. He had a statement with multiple personalities on the same topic too.
Just admit that G-Man, we cower in G-Man's awesomeness, Steve.
Again, that's these guys saying this. I'm not saying nothing like that. That's pride, and I ain't got nothing to do with that.
We are not worthy, sir. We are not worthy.
See, I'm not saying nothing like that. That's these guys making
I know what it's like to feel like a black.
Billy, we're supposed to be having a rap battle soon. What happened to that, man?
Wiki scratch. Have you talked to a Hannibal and Monty recently, G-Man?
Yeah, G-Man, we've been trying to get you on. We have some new semi regular hosts.
Co-hosts, yeah, they come on all the time.
Yeah,
they have their own show.
They want to talk to you.
They want to have you on their show. Hannibal makes really good beats.
They're black guys, G-Man.
Hannibal makes really good rap beats. He's one of the guys on the Hannibal and Monty show.
Hannibal the beat animal.
Yeah, Hannibal makes really good beats. So if we want to really do this rap,
if he gives me permission to use the beats, I'll use them.
Yeah, I think you should go on their show and get to know him a little bit. And I think his beats would be great in a rap battle.
They've been on here and they've been wanting to talk to you, and I keep trying to get you on, but you never come on when they're on here.
I'm not on Skype that often. I'm going to be on Skype a whole lot more often.
Cool.
Now.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rap battle Steve and Kyle, but I don't think they know how.
Listen. I could hardly take you in a debate. I am not stupid enough to try to battle you in a rap battle. You are a rap.
So anyway, Steve, anytime I've known you longer, Steve. So anytime you want to try to do a rap battle, I know you're going to get your great debate people to write it for you. Anytime you want to try it, let me know.
Not going to happen.
Good.
Yes,
so
Steve.
that's
We're not going to have a dance
either. Right now, and now that all admitting that you guys don't know how to put two rhymes together. That's good. Great.
All right.
Yeah. I have
G-Man, you have a good night. We'll see you again sometime soon. Later, G-Man.
Have a good night, G-Man.
God bless.
At some point in time, I decided in my life I was just not going to have good rap skills. I made that decision.
God bless, G-Man.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers.
All right. Should I close off these Streamlabs before we go?
Yeah.
Read your Bible and do what it says.
I would have let G-Man stay till the end, but I know he would have just kept interrupting the Streamlabs and shit. A lot of them are very disparaging towards him too.
Oh.
So
I'll try and edit those. Dragon in the West says, G-Man, subjective mortality is democratic. It's not purely individualized. I think morality was the word there.
Mortality.
But subjective mortality sounds really good.
That's pretty cool, actually.
G-Man knows the science of sucking dick. You heard it here first. I'll edit that so it doesn't sound so slanderous. But he did kind of say something alluding to that. Manny says, I love the diagram of gay cat sex. Schmidt said, atheist, progressive, bisexual for G-Man forever winning. Yeah. Specs said, G-Man, replace the battery in your goddamn smoke detector. Seriously, how long has it been chirping?
Yeah, it does. The battery in his fucking smoke detector chirps.
Schmidt says, Nick Ricado once on, check your docs.
I think they might mean DMs.
Yeah. Drunk Babushka says, G-Man, you might think you're a good person, but you'll definitely better when you stop caring about what people do with thirst lives. A lot of spelling mistakes in tonight's things and throwing me off.
Shit happens.
But I appreciate it. I'll try and read them perfectly. It's a little rough. Young Pat said, hey, if the garden had no death, how could they pick the fruit to begin with? If they would pick it, would it not rot and die in the vine? Or would they poop out a whole fruit? Damn it. I don't know the science. I don't know Bible science when it comes to picking garden fruit.
Wow, that's...
Egghead Show said, two can play this game. Where is your God, G-Man? Damn. And Josh 2.0 said, Jesus made a mistake dying for G-Man. I'm going to do a little refresh, see if we missed anything on the super chats. We got a super chat from Slain Hope said, G-Man, how do you know they aren't? I assume that's something about gay animals. Bort license plate says, welcome to Earth. Mikey Mortis says, G-Man is exposing himself to be such an evil person. Mikey Mortis.
I like how he totally flat out denied that he doxed you, and then he's like, play it. We played it, and he did it.
Play it.
Did you see that face? I love seeing that face where it's just like, how am I going to get out of this? And you heard what he said. He said, well, I think that I apologized.
Yeah.
Just a second ago, you didn't do it.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He knows he lies. He doesn't care. It's a stick with him. It's all an act anymore.
Dark Chocolate said, what about lions in the wild? They don't have teddy bears, G-Man. And Joshua Hoagland and Mikey Mortis again sent a couple super chats through, as well as Yusuke Urameshi with no messages, just giving us a little bit of monies. Thank you guys for that. That concludes all of our delicious donations. And thank you guys for the continued support of the show. We'll be back again next Saturday because we hit our goal tonight. The Saturday after that, we're going to have to figure out some timing because I have a show. In Seattle.
So it might be
May
earlier
18th.
that day. But we're going to have Hannibal and Monty.
Yeah, May 18th. If anybody's in Seattle and wants to come watch me rap.
And don't forget my birthday stream on the Altered Perspective on the Benpai channel.
Yes.
Go there. So, yeah.
Read mine again.
I'm baiting. Okay. G-Man is a classical Riri. I understand for entertainment value why he's here, but he's the most unintelligible person I've ever heard speak. I hope he gets to suck his dad's dick like Joe.
All right. On that note, we're going to end the show. Thanks for joining us, guys. It was a good time. Steve, have a pleasant night with your... I
intend to. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Steve?
Yeah, I do that.
He did. Good night.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.